Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Friday night, our favorite show of the week. Holy crap, it must have been hot in here because like all my ice melted.
Yeah, I know, man. Freaking got this shit.
I actually turned the fan on.
It was hot.
It's usually freezing cold in here, but for some reason, well, no, I know why.
Yeah.
I know why it wasn't cold in here. But yeah. But I turned the fan on because I thought it was hot. Hold on, Tom's running behind.
I'm trying to get to this shit right, man. It's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
It's fucking ridiculous.
You brought it on yourself.
I'm just trying to... Look, people. I've been drinking already. I was drinking.
You went to the biker park.
I know, it's crazy.
He went to the biker park.
I'm turning this shit on right now.
And then he came back and...
Yeah.
We
I got one right here.
We had a good time for a little while, and then he fell asleep. Because it was like 10 minutes before the show.
I just woke up.
And I was like, man, he's awful quiet in there.
Yeah, I was asleep.
I said, I bet he fell asleep. And I went in there and he was like...
Yeah, I did.
And I was like yelling and I couldn't wake him up. And I was like, shit, should I just do the show by myself?
Yeah.
And then I said, ugh. And then I was like running around and I went back and yelled again. And...
I was sleeping. It's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
Okay.
I can't fall asleep in the middle of the day. I don't understand that.
I can.
I know you can. I can't.
I can sleep at any time.
Yeah.
Anytime, anywhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't fall asleep in the middle of the day. Yeah.
Turn this shit off. Okay.
Yeah, it's like when in the old days when you called a radio station and they said, "Would you turn your radio down, please?"
Yeah.
That's kind of what it's like. Yeah, Tammy said old man nap. Yeah, that's what Toby calls it too.
No, man, stop with the shit.
No, he always says that like on
on
Facebook, like before he goes out to Barbarella. He's older than we are. He's like taking my old man
only
nap.
a couple years.
Yeah, he's not that much older.
Oh, man.
You awake?
Yeah, she woke me up and it's like, it's time to do the show. And I'm like, wait, well, what?
Yeah, he didn't even know where he was, I don't think.
Yeah, I was asleep.
And it's like, it was funny because when you got back from the bar, you were all like...
I was all over this shit.
Well, yeah, you were, but you also said, it's like, man, is this doing the show's going to be so fun tonight?
Yeah.
We're going to have so much fun. It's going to be so much fun.
I went all up and down this already. This shit was fucking naughty as fuck.
It was. We had a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun in here when you got back from the bar. Because, you got back from the bar and you were just like...
Look.
You were all kind of inebriated. And
look. Somebody sent us this.
We are very excited about it. It's a Korean cookbook.
It's a Korean cookbook in English. I'm very excited.
Yeah, we just got it yesterday.
Yeah.
Like, Tom's like, I think somebody sent us a present. And I'm like, I hope it's not a bomb. And because that's...
Yeah, it had our names on it.
I do true crime, so it's like that's the first place my mind goes. You know what I mean? So
it's a very nice cookbook.
I know. I'm really jacked about, like...
Yeah.
You making some stuff in there.
Yeah, I'll make some. I'll use it. I'll use it, but I don't know who sent it.
Yeah, there was like no return.
Nope.
Return Addy, but it's like so. Yeah. So whoever sent it, thank you. If it was you, please speak up. Because we will definitely get a lot of use out of that. We have a few cookbooks. I think we have Gordon Ramsay's Indian cookbook. I think I got him that for his birthday like years ago. Other than that, and we have like that really old school. But it's not Betty Crocker. What the fuck? Tom knows what it is. Like the really old school like cookbook that everybody's great grandma had. We have that one too, but that's pretty much it. We might have another Gordon Ramsay one now that I think about it. But we definitely have the Indian food one, and we've made some stuff out of it too. Although you got to put more, because the thing. Okay, so Gordon Ramsay, like he knows a lot about Indian food. Well, he knows about all kind of food, but I guess for the cookbook, he's not going to make anything like super, super spicy. Because you can adjust spice, obviously, to your own taste. So if you make it the way it is in the book, it's pretty mild. Which is kind of fine with me, but I actually even like it slightly spicier. I can't eat real spicy food anymore.
Yeah.
Because, because I'm old now, and my digestive system is not...
Zach said it. No, I did not fall asleep on the shitter. I fell asleep in the fucking bathroom. In
the bathroom? No, he didn't fall asleep.
In the bedroom. Yeah, in our bedroom.
What, did he... Where did he say?
No.
Where did he say he thought we fell asleep?
Said that shit. No.
Where did he say we fell asleep? Tom fell asleep on the shitter.
No, I did not fall asleep. That's some Elvis bullshit right there. No.
Have you? I don't think you've ever fallen asleep on the toilet, have you?
I fell asleep on the bathroom.
Not that I know
on the bedroom.
Yeah, he was just laying on the bed watching YouTube or something, and he fell asleep.
Yeah, knocked out. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all. Because I went in there and. Because usually if he's awake, I can usually hear him or he's walking around or something like that. And I was like, wow, it's awfully quiet in there.
She woke me up. She's like, we got to do the show.
And I was like yelling. And I'd been yelling for like 10 minutes. And I was like, oh my God, is he dead? I was like, he's not going to wake up.
Man.
It's weird. Because sometimes I can't wake you up. And then sometimes, like, the slightest sound, you'll like jump out of bed like you think there's an intruder. And you'll be like, who's that? And then I'm like, oh God, I'm going to get shot. But it's like,
no, I was at the Oasis.
Yeah, midnight.
I was entertaining the bikers.
With
With what?
With nudity. Not your
I was
nudity.
entertaining them with nudity. Well, maybe our nudity.
That's what I was saying. Like other people's nudity.
I was
not your nudity.
I was showing pictures of me and Jed and shit. Fucking. Yeah.
Because he just shows that to random people.
No, and then Amy was there. She was like, "You guys are so fucking hot." I said, "I'm gonna get some of that." And I said, "You need to come to the club with us." And she said, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna polish both of y'all off." She said, "I'm gonna polish, but we got to pick up Amy one of these days. It'd be fun to take her to the club."
Yeah.
She wants. Yeah, I said, "Fucking now you need to come to the club with us. We'll go to the '80s night." She goes, "I love '80s music."
Yeah, she might have a good time. Like I said, we're not going tomorrow night because we're gonna go see A Starry Night, and then the Saturday after that is Memento Mori. Yeah. Which isn't quite the same music. They do play some 80s earlier in the night, but it's usually like more industrial.
I pulled up my tablet. I got them fucking like. I got them like pulling their titties out on each other, in public. I got this shit on video. Jim was there, yeah. Cause she like fucking pulls her titties out. Because
Tom got a video of Amy pulling her tits out. For everybody.
Yeah.
And she's like, and then he was messaging me at the same time, and he sent me that video, and I was like, "Ooh, nice." And then I said, "Is she just trying to get me to pull my titties out now?" Because I was at home.
I said, "Show Jade your titties." She freaking pulled it.
So I said, "Okay." So I sent him one.
Yeah.
I think
everybody.
I think you thought that was funny.
The dude's like, "Oh." Yeah.
Well, hey, I'm not gonna let somebody show their titties. I'll show my titties too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's only fair.
Man, I can't understand that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Gotta wake up.
Yeah, you do.
I know. Got a show to do. Look at Pookie. How you doing, Pook? Come on up here.
Tequila says, "Hope y'all like the cookbook I sent you by accident."
Who said it?
Happy belated time.
Who said it?
Tequila right there.
Tequila. I don't know Tequila.
Yeah. They've been here before.
Okay, yeah.
I remember that name.
Okay, yeah. We got it right here.
Got it yesterday. Right, you sent it by accident?
Yeah. Why did you send it by accident?
Did you meant to? I find that hard to believe.
I thought Tammy would send it to us.
I thought. Well, wait a minute. Don't we have somebody in the chat that that is Korean? Although I don't think they've been here for a few weeks.
Maybe.
DVD Dragon says, "Tom, don't fall asleep on the shitter eating a plate of butter chicken and homemade ice cream."
Yeah. No.
Yeah, that's the thing. I've been pretty drunk in my life, but I don't think I've ever fallen asleep on the toilet before.
I never fall asleep on the bed.
No, I don't think I've ever fallen asleep in the bathroom before. I've known some people that have.
Yeah.
But I never have. Yet. There's still time. DVD Dragon also said, "Every Friday the ritual starts. Balls get washed. Health department approved. Tom and Jenny welcome you into the weekend."
Balls got washed?
Well, yeah, because we're always telling people to wash their junk. It's like,
Yeah.
That's our if. Oh,
say,
hey,
what? No, you can't see it. You can't see it.
Demonetized.
No.
I don't know. I could see it.
That was Amy.
That was earlier today.
And then they're like, "What the fuck?"
All the old guys.
Yeah.
He was telling me that. Now, did you know those old guys?
No, I just met him.
Oh, you just met him?
I just met him.
Because they didn't look familiar.
No, I just met him.
Because he sends me videos of like the people that he the dudes that he hangs out with there. But they didn't look familiar. But they all kind of looked grizzled, like,
Yeah, I'm gonna show him the old guys in a minute. Yeah. That's Amy. And then the old guys are like, what?
Now, were those the same old guys that you said didn't know what YouTube was?
Yeah, they didn't know what YouTube was. They never heard of that shit.
Because y'all, I mean, hasn't YouTube been around for like more than 20 years? at this point.
Yeah, but that's like another fucking generation right there, bro.
Still.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's amazing.
My mom knows what YouTube is, and she's in her 70s.
Yeah.
My mom knows how to use the internet. She's not super savvy, but she's got, like, she knows how to email and stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Funny. Zach says, I remember 10 years ago there was that whole Nordic cooking trend. I watched one of those Norwegian cooking shows, but didn't pay attention to any of it because the host chef was so damn hot. I don't think I ever saw that. What specifically... I'm not super familiar with Norwegian food. You know? I think the only... the first thing... I know this is terrible, but the first thing I always think of when I think of, not Norwegian food necessarily, but Scandinavian food, I guess, is that fucking old episode of Kitchen Nightmares where they went to that restaurant, which I think was in Miami. And it wasn't Norwegian, it was Danish, I want to say.
Wait, no, what are you talking about now?
That restaurant that was on Kitchen Nightmares that was like Danish or something.
Yeah.
And it was in Miami.
Yeah, they didn't know how to cook. Yeah.
And everything was like, and it was all like old people going there. And the walls were pink and they had like tinfoil swans.
Yeah, it was horrible.
It was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
It was like from another era. And Gordon Ramsay's like, what the fuck are you doing? This is Miami. Why don't you have like Cuban food or something? Because the chef was Cuban.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't know.
They flew around, had Cuban food, and that place was was a success. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Caleb said, I thought I was crazy because they told me it was delivered with a picture, but I sent it to the address from when I gave you those Glen Sheen books. Oh, see, that's what happened. So he meant to order it, and then he sent it to us accidentally.
So it was an accident? Well, we got it.
I mean, if you really want it, we can send it back to you, but it's like, now I kind of want it. You know what I mean?
Man, where's the one where you fucking sent a picture of your titties back?
I don't know.
Well, I'm not going to show it.
Yeah, don't show that.
Yeah, the thing is that it should have been right here. It's not here.
I said
okay, yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
Here it is.
They didn't delete the one with Amy's tits in it.
What's that?
You can send naked stuff.
That's it.
You can send naked stuff. They just thought it was fun. Yeah, it was just me sitting here because I was sitting here.
Yeah.
I was done with work, but I was watching a movie. I was watching Orca on Shudder.
Yeah.
Which I might review. I saw that a long time ago, but don't. Yeah. You said you weren't.
Can't really see it. I'm not showing it.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not showing.
I'm not showing it as he shows it. You're something else. You know that.
You can't see it.
Full Metal Nosferatu says, yeah, but I mean, small, but if you show it like on the big TV, you can see it. Full Metal Nosferatu said, Jenny, my mom still thinks Facebook and MySpace are the same thing, calling it My Face.
My
joke.
Yeah, My Face.
My Face.
I heard about My Face.
Somebody should start a social media thing called My Face.
Yeah.
That's pretty fucking funny. Oh my god.
Yeah, people's moms don't understand.
Here's the thing. I see this a lot, like I said. Every now and then, like, I like to browse the Boomers Being Fools subreddit, and a lot of people on there, a lot of people on there are just kind of like they don't understand technology like at all. Like, weirdly, a lot of them do have phones, but it's like, what is with them? One, they blare their phones at full volume, like in public, which is crazy. Like, they don't know how to use earbuds, I guess, or they want everybody to listen to their crap, whatever it is they're listening to. But they're like, they can't even, like, download a PDF or they can't even do simple stuff. And the thing about it is that I started using computers in the 1980s.
Yeah.
They've been around for fucking decades at this point. You've had plenty of time to learn how to do it. And they weren't old then. Like, I don't understand why they didn't get on the fucking train because they thought, oh, it's just a passing fad and it's not going to amount to anything. Yeah, well.
Of course, yeah.
Guess you should have taken some classes or something.
When my dad died, and my dad died just like a year ago or so, he still thought it was fucking like 1994, maybe 91.
Yeah.
They got frozen in that. A lot of boomers got frozen into that era.
But it blows
bizarre,
my mind still because we saw, like, around here, I mean, where we live, it's not the middle of nowhere, but it's pretty rural. But it's like you go to
It's
Dollar
generational.
You go to Dollar General sometimes, and
Yep.
they don't know how to use
ATM
a
cards.
debit card.
Yeah.
Like they all still pay with cash. Not all of them, but a lot of them do.
Yeah.
And it's like when he was telling me that these old guys who he showed me video, they're old, but they weren't like fucking 100 or anything like that.
They're only like 15 years older than me.
And it's like, and they didn't even know what YouTube was.
Yeah.
I'm like,
sure what that was.
I'm like, YouTube has been around for like a long time. Long time.
They had heard of it, but they didn't know exactly how it worked.
That's
and I was
crazy.
explaining to them that we have a show on YouTube, and then the idea of ad revenue and super chats that really like fucked
Like, they
them up.
didn't
They're
get
like,
it?
you can make money off that. And I said, yeah, and it comes right out of your
Not a
bank
lot,
account through
but-
your ATM card. You know what I mean? Through your bank account, and they just was like, so you know cash, and I was like, no.
Who the fuck uses cash anymore?
What the fuck, man?
People buying drugs. That too.
Yeah, I feel
People
bad
going to
using
strip
cash. I
clubs.
feel like a real scumbag using cash. I
Well,
gotta get cash to go to that club.
Because Oasis,
Yeah.
the biker bar, is cash only.
Yeah.
So they have an ATM in there, like because he was gonna plan it on going, and we went
Yeah.
to Publix and the liquor store earlier,
Yeah.
and he's like, I guess I'll just get cash back at Publix because it's
Yeah.
like then I don't have to pay the
I had
ATM
to go through
fee.
like the cash back fucking routine, and I was like, man, I hadn't seen this in a while. Yeah, and I felt like dirty. I'm like going like, damn, I need cash. They're like,
Yeah.
you need cash? They're like,
For
yeah,
what?
I need cash.
I was teasing him earlier. It's like, why don't you get some $1 bills? You might have to like slip it in somebody's G-string or some
Yeah.
shit like that. Like that's what I mean. It's just kind of like,
Yeah.
who the fuck uses cash anymore? Nobody.
That would be my G-string though.
That's what he said. He's like,
Yes.
yeah, if anyone's gonna be slipping money in the G-string, it's gonna be my G-string.
My G-string, yeah. I'd
He's
get
like,
there
I'm gonna
and
go up
fucking-
there gyrating,
I'd get there like in the club like that.
and I was like, okay, make some
Yeah.
extra money.
Yeah. I go to the Barker bar. I'm the sex symbol. The women are not even close. Not even close. But
Yeah, everybody, like I said, it's a pretty rural, rednecky area, and the Oasis is like a legit dumpy biker bar.
yeah,
So
Yeah.
nobody that goes there is going to be winning any hottest dude or hottest lady
No.
in America prizes.
except me.
Except you.
Yeah,
I mean, no offense, but it's like the bar in there is pretty low.
yeah, we're super low. Super low.
So it's pretty easy to go in there and look like a fucking movie star.
I go in that bitch. I'm the hottest motherfucker in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now, Cady works there. She's a girl that fucking worked at Mannequins for a while. Her and her husband worked there, but only like on Wednesday and another day. And they look good, but they work there,
Yeah.
so
So it's kind of different. It's not really
It's
the
different.
clientele.
it's not client.
Because I've been there a few times, and yeah, everybody looks about how you'd expect.
Yeah.
You know, like when they're not at the biker bar, maybe they're
Yeah.
indulging in some meth,
Yeah.
perhaps.
Yeah.
Not judging. Maybe they're making meth. It definitely looks like some of the people in there are probably making meth.
Yeah.
That's all I'm
Yeah.
saying. That's pretty common.
There's
around here.
cameras everywhere. It's like you're going into a fucking high security fucking. It's Moss Eisley Starport.
Pretty
The
much.
scum of fucking villainy and evil. Yeah.
Yeah. or whatever that line was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh man.
Tequila says keep the book. He says keep it and just give us a review. I ordered another one already.
Yeah. So how did we get this? It was an accident.
He meant to send it. He sent us some other books
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
And I guess when he ordered it, like he forgot, like, cause you know how when you order stuff, I'm assuming you
Yeah.
order from Amazon. Like if you've sent stuff to other people, which I've done this
Yeah.
too, their address might still be in there, and like if you don't notice it, like you can send it to somebody else by.
It's a nice cookbook.
It's really nice.
It's got
Like I
nice
said, I'm like
photographs in
I
it.
flip through there and I'm
It's
just like,
hardcover.
oh my god, we are absolutely gonna like
Yeah.
make some shit
Yeah. Oh yeah.
in there.
Yeah. They got everything in it.
And now they're all talking about how they want Cuban sandwiches. Oh,
Yeah. Cuban sandwiches are good.
I love Cuban sandwiches.
Yeah.
They're so good.
But I lived in Korea for a year. I love Korean food.
Yeah.
I mostly was doing like bulgogi and rice.
Yeah, I used to make
Yeah.
that all the time.
Yeah.
With pears, like the roasted
Yeah.
pears.
Yeah. Well, they don't have like the Korean pears.
Yeah.
So
But I mean,
was
close
using-
enough.
They're still good. Yeah. We'll see.
DVD Dragon says, ain't got no time to learn computer, Jenny. Got TV to watch. Just kidding. And then Gramther says, my wife is 13 years younger than me
But-
and is my tech support regarding Zoom, Microsoft Teams, et
Yeah.
al. I think, you know what it is? I think because I grew up Like, I started using computers in third grade when I was 8 years old. And it was like an Apple IIe type situation.
Yeah, I remember that computer.
And I always kind of took to it. I was like, but this is pretty cool. And so I even learned BASIC and all this because, the computer wouldn't do much of anything unless you, like, put prompts in, unless you kind of programmed it. And then we got a computer for the house in the 90s, the early to mid 90s, when everyone was getting one. And because I hate asking people for help and I hate other people telling me what to do, anytime I had to learn how to do something, I would just figure it out myself. So it's like anytime I had to, like, all of this podcasting shit, like all of that, all the marketing shit that you have to do with all of that, setting up the ad revenue and all that other kind of stuff, I just figured it out by myself. You know what I mean? Because it's easy to do nowadays. Everything's out there. You can just, like, figure out how to do stuff on your own. Which, like I said, if I can do it, then other people can do it. You know?
Man,
I'm not that fucking.
We got all kinds of people in the chat.
Well, Friday night, like I said, is kind of like.
Mandy and Nicole's talking about getting that ATM money.
Getting that ATM money.
Yeah, fucking. Yeah,
yeah,
that bar is like cash only.
That's crazy.
They got an ATM in there, but
Yeah.
using that ATM costs you like fucking $6 to use the ATM.
Highway robbery.
Yeah, so we went to
Publix.
We went to Publix.
Well, we went to the
and
liquor
I got some
store.
cashbacks at Publix.
Yeah.
And fucking,
they don't
I got
charge
drunk on $20 and was able to $21 of cash,
Yeah,
and was able to fucking give a tip.
See, cheap.
Yeah,
well,
and
Amy gives you free drinks.
And then Amy fucking rubbed her titties all in my face and grabbed my junk.
Really?
Of
Oh, you
course.
didn't tell me that.
Oh yeah, she's like yeah. And then I was like, and then I was like, when you gonna come?
So now the
when
truth
you gonna
comes
come?
out.
yeah. And I was like, when you gonna come to the club with us? And she goes, no, I'll be there. She says, I'll be there.
Oh, okay.
'Cause, Amy's trying to get in a Tom and Jenny sandwich, bigger than shit. And I was like, okay, yeah, we'll work it out. And she's like, I'm getting fat. And I said, yeah, you're getting a little bit fat, but we're gonna work that off you. Yeah, Amy's funny. Amy loves Jen. I'm gonna show him Amy. I showed him Amy.
Yeah, you showed him.
Showed him Amy. She was one of the pulling.
They saw her tits.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know she
She's
grabbed.
like,
your,
I'm getting fat.
grabbed your cock and everything.
Oh, she grabbed. The
Ooh,
titties.
no! Oh, no wonder you were so lovey-dovey on me when you got back.
Well, no, yeah. Well, it's just hands. You know what I mean? It's just hands. I'm jumping. I'm like, what are you doing? And she's doing that shit in public. Everybody's laughing. You know what I mean? It's all fun and games.
Like I said, she lives across the street from us, actually.
Yeah.
So I keep thinking that it's like she's gonna
Yeah.
turn up one of these days, knocking on the window or something.
Yeah.
She never has though.
She's trying to grab.
She is very
She's
grabby.
kind of grab. She's fucking rough, man. She'll grab her fucking nipples and start pulling on that shit. I'm like, let's do it now. Like that. She's like, ah. That's just the way they are, you know.
I've
It's
done
all
that a
fun.
couple times, but
Yeah, she's like that, you know. Like, okay, all right. Yeah.
404 Era says, use your goddamn phone. It's fucking easy. Exactly. Like, everything is a button, and it says exactly what it's so much easier. Computers are so much easier than they were in the 80s. Like I said, in the 80s, you just had a little blinking prompt.
Yeah.
It didn't do it. There wasn't Windows.
Yeah.
Like, you had to know what to tell it. Like, how to code, pretty much.
Yeah.
To get it to do anything. So it was a huge pain in the ass. Now everything's a big fucking button. And this is, I don't understand, like, why old people have a fit, not all of them obviously, but it's like a lot of them have a fit that a lot of fast food restaurants like McDonald's and stuff like that, like they just have kiosks.
Yeah.
I fucking love that.
Oh, yeah. No.
Like I said, the fewer people that I have to talk to in a day, that's the better it is.
Reading and pressing buttons fucks them up. They're not
Because they can't read? I guess. Maybe they can't read.
I don't know.
All you gotta do is like,
yeah.
I like the kiosk so much better because it's like I feel like I don't have to
deal with
rush
you.
and it's like
Yeah.
I don't have to deal with the person.
Yeah.
I can just go in there, I can scroll through the stuff and be like, do I want this? Do I want that? And like you could just add everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you don't have to stand there stressed out like and people are waiting behind you in line and all this other kind of crap and you don't know what you want. So I don't know, man. I don't get why they're complaining about it. It's so much easier.
Yeah.
I heard an old person complaining about it in the Dunkin' Donuts that's down the street from us.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's just gonna get drunker and drunker.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Because you were pretty hilarious when you got home because
Yeah. I had been fluffed.
I guess.
Amy
And
was fluffing me.
I suspected something had
Yeah, Amy
happened
was fluffing.
because
She's-
that you didn't tell me.
No, it's just normal
Because you
shit.
don't usually.
It's just normal shit. Fucking,
Because you're just like, I love you so much. We're gonna have such a good time. Well, because we're gonna go see A Starry Night tomorrow.
Yeah, when she started
So,
out.
like,
It's gonna be a
really-
good night tomorrow.
It's gonna. So
Yeah.
he's gonna be really excited about it.
Yeah.
He got fluffed.
Oh, fuck all this shit.
You're the one that said it.
No,
You're the one that said it. Mm-hmm. See how he doesn't tell me stuff until we're on the live stream. Because he knows I can't get mad.
No, what are you talking about? I was sending you videos.
I know, but you didn't say that
videos.
though. You didn't tell me that.
Well, I'll tell you what. See, Jen loves this shit. Jen loves it. Jen loves it when other women are fucking trying to grab on me and shit. It makes her fucking like. She's got like a cut queen kind of angle to her.
A bit, yeah.
Yeah, If
Like I said,
if other women are after me, then Jen fucking she fucking like tries to fuck.
It's like anger and
It's like,
arousal. at the same time.
It's like
I'm
yeah.
reestablishing my claim.
She's got to reestablish her fucking dominance, the sexual dominance over her man. You know, it's all funny. No, you know who it is. You know how she is.
No, I know.
You know how she is.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
That is pretty funny.
She's still trying to fuck though.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
Although
She's working though.
I will note
Yeah.
that she every time he goes down there, she
Yeah.
always asks where I am.
Yeah. Yeah. She protects me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Other women will try to buy me all kinds of fucking drinks. She's like, oh hell no.
Yeah.
Oh
She
hell
won't,
no.
yeah.
He's married.
Yeah. She's like
He's married. Dude.
she has my back.
Yeah,
Other than
yeah.
grabbing your dick, but it's just
Yeah. Well, it's mostly just trying.
just trying to.
I'm just like that. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, she might get a little rough with it. You don't know.
She's fucking too rough, man. She's too redneck with it. Shit. redneck biker chick. Yeah. You tell her. You know, this is like that kind of shit. You tell her I love her. That's what she is.
Yeah.
It's
She's
funny.
always asking.
You
where
got to understand the dynamic. Where is she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't you ever bring her down?
Yeah. She says she's working. She's like, all right, I got you. What you want? She give me kind of free drinks and shit.
Yeah. She's
Yeah.
pretty awesome. She's pretty.
Yeah,
She's
she's
pretty
cool.
entertaining.
It's cool.
She
I'm
drinks a
gonna go
lot
out
at work too.
She lives across the street from us.
Yeah.
She's like, all right, I'll be there. You call me. Yeah. I'll show her videos of me and Jen fucking, and she goes, "You guys are so fucking hot." She says, "She's so beautiful." She said, "You got a nice curve to your dick." I said, "Yeah." She goes like this.
It's not a huge curve. It's just kind of.
Yeah, I got a curve there.
A little bit.
That's just not even all that hard. It's not even all that hard yet. It's just the beginning. She's like, yeah. Yeah. I'll call you. She's like that.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy. She's just crazy, man.
Oh my god.
Yeah. You tell her I love her. It's all right.
Yeah. Because she asks every single time he goes there. So
Yeah.
you go like once every couple of weeks.
Yeah.
He's
I don't
not
go there
like-
all the time.
Yeah, it's usually like Wednesdays or Fridays, like before the show.
Yeah.
Like he'll go down there like at 1 in the afternoon or something.
Yeah, and
for a couple hours.
they got a couple women over there that try to buy me drinks,
Yeah.
and she shuts that shit down. 'Cause I didn't really know what was going on. The woman left, and she's like, "That bitch was trying to buy you all kinds of drinks." That's what she was.
Yeah.
She goes, "Yeah." And I said, "Well, just let her buy me a drink. I don't give a shit. I'll drink it." And she's like, No. If you buy you a drink, she's gonna be over there talking to you. And I said, "She could. What's the problem?" She goes, No. You're married. So it's like,
She's like the gatekeeper.
if she's buying me a drink, I'll talk to her, but she's not gonna get anything out of it. She's She's gonna shut that shit down.
And like I said, Tom's pretty sure we saw one of those women in Publix one day.
Yeah, I saw her.
But we weren't entirely sure. I don't know who it
I
was.
saw
I've
her in
never seen
Publix, and she gave me that eye contact, and I was like, "Oh, that's her."
Yeah, because you told me, it's like, I think that's that woman.
That's
I
that
was just
chick
like,
right there.
really? And then we kind of followed her around a little bit.
Yeah,
Like on
that's
the
her right
DL.
there.
I was
Yeah.
like, is it? I'm trying to checking her out. Like,
She's mad at me. She's mad at me because she didn't know I was married. But I'm like, I'm fucking 56. Of course I'm married.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah, dudes that look like me are married at 56.
well, that's what I
Sure.
mean. I just feel like, unless you like legit just got divorced, which, like I said, does
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah.
Most dudes that age, most women that age are usually married. Like, if
Yeah.
not, there might be something
Right.
wrong with you.
Right.
I'm not really sure. Or like it's, I mean, not necessarily married, but just like in a long-term relationship or something.
Yeah.
Like that. Like if they haven't been in a relationship for a long time, or there's probably something going on. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I need to shave my legs, damn.
No,
it.
I'm just good, man.
Oh, okay. I thought you were being like,
No,
ooh,
I'm
there's
scared.
some.
No, I'm scared.
I was gonna wait till tomorrow to shave them because, you know, because we're
yeah,
going out.
No, they're good.
Okay, they're just a
No,
little.
it's all right.
They're just a little
No, I'm just
fuzzy.
living on it. I'm just living on it, shit.
They're a little fuzzy.
No,
yeah.
it's not
See,
bad.
he was
It's
been
not
like
bad.
that since he got home.
Yeah, I'm not bad.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. I was just in here. He was gone a couple hours, and I was just, like I said, I got done with work pretty early today because it was kind of slow, and then I was like, hey, Shutter's got Orca. I'm gonna watch that shit.
You watched it?
Yeah.
All right.
And I might do a review of it. I saw it a million times when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And I was just, I gotta say, like, I kind of have a soft spot for a lot of those 70s eco horror, like animals run amok kind of subgenre.
Yeah.
And I remember that one that being kind of a Jaws ripoff. It was Dino De Laurentiis produced it. But man, unlike Jaws, I was solidly Team Whale the whole time in that movie. I was just like, yes, eat them all. Ugh. Those fucking people. Especially like Richard Harris, who's like the main character. What a fucking douchebag. I'm like, yes, eat him. I mean, he died at the end. Spoiler alert for a movie that's, you know, almost 50 years old. But I was kind of hoping he'd get bitten in half. Oh well. He did get killed though. The whale did kill him. So I was like, yes, go whale. You know?
What are they talking about in there?
Let's see.
Klaus is...
Oh, 404 Arezo, what'd you get at Publix Liquor? We just got some more Svedka vodka.
Yeah.
That's like the easy go-to.
And then we got...
it's like $20 for a big, huge...
Yeah, and grapefruit soda.
And we got grapefruit soda. Oh, man, Publix, they must have just put that out.
They did. It says new on that bit.
Yeah, it's this new soda that they do, because Publix soda is legit, and they're always 2 for $3.
Two liters. 4 liters for $3.
For $3.
Yeah.
And all of them are good. Like, we've had all of them at various times, and they have rip-offs of, like, every big, you know, they have, what is it called? Dr. Publix. There's Dr. Pepper.
Cola.
Yeah, they got cola,
cherry
ginger
cola.
ale, cherry cola. They got all the shit.
Then they got the sugar-free versions of them, or
Which fuck that.
zero.
I don't like those. But they taste weird to me. If I'm gonna drink a soda, I'm just gonna drink. I don't drink a lot of sodas, so I'm just gonna.
Well, they
drink
got diet, but then they
I don't
have
like that either.
they then have zero. Then I think that uses
the zero is slightly better. The
Yeah.
diet still tastes metallic to me.
Yeah. Zero, I think, has
Not aspartame.
No.
Stevia,
yeah.
maybe. But yeah, they have this new soda that just came out. Like, it must have been just a couple weeks ago because we didn't notice it before this. But it's called Wedge Grapefruit. And that shit is delicious, especially with, that's what we're drinking right now,
Yeah, it's
especially with
grapefruit soda.
vodka. And it's like, man, we went down to Publix today because he had to get some cash back from Publix because the liquor store is not a Publix liquor store; it's just a mom and pop liquor store.
Yeah.
But he's like, wanting to get cash back, so we'll just go in and get some more soda, even though we have a bunch. And it was almost, we got like there was only one bottle left.
No.
Like you
were
took
3
two,
bottles.
you took 2, and then
I
there was
took
only
2.
one left
Well, yeah.
after you bought it.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, this must be popular.
Yeah, it's selling out.
I said, I wonder if everybody mixes it with booze like we do.
I was checking out, and the girl that worked there was like, "That looks good." And I says, "Yeah, that shit's good." I said, "It's really good with vodka." And she was like, "Oh yeah."
Said, oh hell yeah.
She's like, "Oh yeah, of course that would be good."
She's like, my people.
And I said, "It's like Fresca." She's like, "Yeah, yeah."
Yeah, because Fresca was nominally grapefruit flavored.
It's grapefruit.
Yeah. Do they make that anymore? They do,
Yeah.
don't they? Okay.
Yeah.
I used to like that when I was a kid.
Yeah,
404
Fresca-
Error also says, these fucking illiterate old people need to shut the fuck up and learn technology. I agree. Like I said, at this point, computers have been around since I was a child, and I'm old. So it's just kind of like, if you didn't learn the shit in all those decades, then that's on you, bud.
Yeah. They're watching television.
Who the fuck does that?
They watch television.
I'm in my 50s. I don't fucking do that.
Television is for old fucking people at this point. I mean, and then the shit that's on there, man, it's like, and what's funny is about like the best television programs that I've seen, because they got televisions going, are actually television programs about what YouTube clips are on, like good YouTube clips and good like what's that shit that fucking
like TikTok or something.
What?
Like TikTok or something?
TikTok, yeah. What girls on TikTok said.
It's funny
It was
because
just
we were
like,
at
man.
we were at a Mexican restaurant in
Yeah.
downtown Eustis like
Yeah.
a few weeks back, and they had some TVs on, and it was like a TV channel, but the whole TV channel was showing cute pet clips, like from YouTube
Yeah.
and TikTok,
Yeah.
which I'm all right with that.
Yeah. So,
I was like, okay, this is entertaining.
yeah, television is not leading the charge. YouTube leads the charge. Television is about YouTube. Television is showing old people what was on YouTube. That's all it is.
That's pretty funny.
That's how much shit has changed.
It's crazy when you legit said that those dudes you were talking to at the bar didn't really know what YouTube was. That blew my fucking mind. I was like, I knew dudes were like backwards around here. I didn't know they were that fucking backwards.
Well, they were in their 60s.
Still,
Yeah.
that's only 10 years older than
they were
us.
in their 60s. Yeah, they were like 15 years older than me.
Come on
They were
now.
late 60s, early 70s. And they were like, it's like a radio show. It says, yeah, it's like a radio show, but you can see it. And it's like, well, what channel is it on? It's not on television.
What
and
channel
I'm
is it
showing it
on?
to them.
What?
And they were like, what? See, we only got channels.
I'm sorry,
See,
what
and-
century did you
and then
live
dude
in?
asked me what my phone number. Dudes asked me for my phone number. Give me your phone number so we can call you next time you're coming down here. And I says, I don't even have a phone. I hadn't had a phone in 10 years, easily.
And even if and I do have a phone, do
But it's
not
business.
fucking call me.
Yeah.
Don't call me.
Yeah, it's just for
Text me like a normal fucking person.
Yeah.
I don't answer my phone
Yes,
just
I
like
haven't I haven't had a phone in 10 years.
just
And
like everyone else.
That blew their mind that I hadn't had a phone in 10 years. And I was like,
I hate talking.
it's like I was talking to 1991.
That's what I would.
Yeah.
I think if I was down there, and not gonna lie, if I'd had a couple
Yeah.
drinks in me, I probably would have said something like that. It's like, oh
Yeah.
my god, did we just get in a time machine? And
Yeah.
what year are we in? What year is it? You know what I mean? I can't believe that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
404 era also was when we were saying before. Women are always horny. That's just part of the game. I think that's generally the case.
If you're a hot dude, women are always horny. No, she fucking comes up, so starts trying to grab my ass and shit, and I'm like this.
He's trying to.
Yeah, I'm like dancing, and they're laughing. You know, like, yeah, she got you. And I said, that's all right.
Yeah, you do have a cute booty.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can
It's
see
all
why,
fun and games.
I can
though.
see why women want to.
It's all fun and games, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do get a lot of women hitting on you.
Yeah. He's like, go ahead and dance. Go ahead and dance. She's always asking me to take my shirt off. Take your shirt off. I said, I ain't taking my shirt off. Now, come on, take your shirt off. I said, I ain't taking my shirt off. Yeah.
I mean, she'll take her shirt off. So
Yeah, oh, yeah.
She doesn't give
I
one
don't really
single.
want to see that, though.
She doesn't want to. She doesn't give one
No.
single fuck.
She getting fat. I told her, I said, yeah, you are getting fat. You need to come over to a place to fucking work out. I'll give you the right drugs you need. She's like, I'm getting fat. So I said, you're still pretty. You still got big ass titties. You're getting fat. She said, I know. I don't know why I'm getting fat. I said, because you're getting older. I said, you need to get on some
Happens to
clenbuterol.
the best.
Says you need to get on clenbuterol. I said you need to get on hormones. Which we're going to talk about that.
Well, don't talk about it too much because we don't want the whole show to be talking about hormones.
And I want to talk about it.
Klaus says, "Is everybody here drunk or what?" Not yet, but we're getting
Not
there.
yet. We're getting there.
I mean, it's Friday night, man.
Yeah.
End of the work week.
I got all kinds of male hormones that I buy. Make testosterone, fucking, and I'll do, I'll fucking take HCG, which is human gonadotropin.
Oh, DVD Dragon said, everybody trying to get some Tom meat. Lean protein, no preservatives.
Exactly. They try.
Oh my God, you need a shirt that says that.
They try, but I resist. You see, if I was too easy, I'd be a hoe, and then they wouldn't want it. See, if you try to give the shit out, it's not. You
He's
got
playing hard to get.
Yeah, you got to play kind of hard to get it.
Also, he knows I'd get mad.
Yeah, well, yeah. I got to respect my woman, even though she loves it when other women are pursuing me. She loves that shit.
Well, the only reason I'd
Fucking-
get mad is like, well, depending on what woman it
what it
was,
is,
I'd be like, well,
yeah.
I want to get some of that. I want to get a piece of that action too.
I understand.
Why are you leaving me out?
Yeah, I like it when cool dudes ask my
Right,
wife if they
yeah.
want a drink. I say, yeah, that's hot.
Although I don't accept that
No,
either.
but most of the time that only happened a couple times when they didn't know that I existed.
Yeah, I mean, generally what it
dudes
is.
will get scared as shit if they see me around her. But like,
I mean, people buy us drinks, but people that know us buy
Yeah,
us drinks,
yeah,
and they buy both of us drinks,
right, yeah.
not just me.
The what was I getting after?
Hormones.
Oh yeah. I found estrogen and progesterone for Jen. I went to my own drug dealers. I said, don't you guys have any estrogen? I want some fucking female hormones. Give my fucking wife. This is for HRT. They're like, nah, I don't have it. So I started talking to Grok. And Grok was like, no, it's out there. I went on fucking just regular Google. And right in front of my face, there was a place where you could get, like right at the beginning of the search, where you can get fucking female HRT, estrogen, and progesterone. And you didn't even really have to see a doctor.
Nope.
And I was so fucking jealous. Because male hormones, you gotta jump through hoops. They're very expensive to get testosterone. Women, women's hormones, they just hand that shit out.
I mean, you gotta pay for it.
We gotta pay for it, but me and Jen went through it. I was sitting here right next to her. And all you gotta do is answer a questionnaire. And they cut you a prescription right there.
Yeah, they give you a questionnaire, and then you're like, are you pregnant? Do you still have a uterus? Blah, blah, blah. And then they're like, okay, do you understand that it might do this? Do you understand that it might do that? Yep, sure. And then you sign off on it, and then a day later, they're like, okay, your prescription's approved. And then they ship it right to your fucking house with UPS. It took a day.
Within 24 hours, that shit was here.
It took a day.
And it was
$200.
But that was 3 months supply.
But for 3 months of estrogen and progesterone.
Yeah.
Both drugs.
Yeah.
And that included the doctor consultation.
Yeah.
Which was the long questionnaire you had to fill out.
And the doctor's consultation was only $25.
Yeah, $22. It was $22.
Yeah. I was fucking astounded. I
was too, because I was thinking I was getting to get in trouble, or I'd have to go on camera and talk to somebody. They'd have to look at your face and stuff. But it's not. It's just liability. They're just like, hey, as long as you know that the drug could have this side effects and our ass is covered, then okay, take it.
Yeah.
As long as you're paying for it.
Yeah.
Which I did.
Yeah.
So
female hormones are fucking easy to get.
I haven't noticed any difference yet, but
well, you haven't been on them for long.
I haven't been on them that long. Well, we'll see.
If you are an older female, you should be on estrogen and progesterone and testosterone. Although they won't give you testosterone, and if you talk to progesterone and estrogen are usually enough. But they say if you're working out and you're trying to fucking gain something through workout regimens, a woman should have a little bit of testosterone also. But they won't give you that. But I got it. So I know the dosage. Very light. It's just I like hormones. They're fun. I could tell immediately though that she got something out of it. She started to sleep a lot longer and more sound.
I'm not waking up as much in the night. I mean, to be fair, I was gonna say TMI, but that's not this show. Everybody knows.
Yeah.
Well, I would get up 2 or 3 times to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Which that'll happen when you get older, but I haven't really been doing that much. Although I will note, I did get up one time last night. I think it was 2 a.m. something like that.
Yeah.
To go to the bathroom to go pee, but then the thing is, when I wake up at 7, when Bambi inevitably wakes me up, hey, feed me. Yeah. You know what I mean? I can't sleep in. She won't
I've noticed that she sleeps a lot more soundly, which that's a sign of getting.
I've been having weird ass dreams though. I don't know if that's the hormones doing that.
Probably.
Man, I had a creepy fucking dream. I remember I told you about it.
Yeah.
Fuck, that was creepy.
She sleeps a lot more soundly.
I don't usually have creepy dreams like that.
Which that's a sign of better recovery. Because she still works out, lifts weights.
Yeah, I did this morning.
I've noticed that her skin was looking softer. Now you don't really see major changes until 18 months. Between that's although it's gradual. But if you were to take a picture between now and 18 months, you could see a difference. But one of the things that it does is it causes fat distribution to change, which in older women, fat tends to build up around the waist. In younger women, it builds up around the hips and ass.
Which is where you want it.
Which that's actually where you want it. That's where you get that fucking... So that'll change.
I hope so.
Yeah, it will. It will. Just give it time. And you're only taking 8 milligrams a day, which isn't that right? Or is it 4 milligrams? I think it's 4. 2 milligram tablets, right? 2 milligram tablets, like 4.
Yeah. What's the milligram on those? I don't remember. They're tiny.
I think it's
pills.
2 milligrams.
The
per
progesterone one is pretty big,
It's
but
100.
the estrogen ones are.
Progesterone's 100. Estrogen, I think, is 2 milligrams.
But I take.
You're
You're only
like
supposed to
4.
take one of. You're only supposed to take one of them, but I take 2.
No, one or 2. 2 to 4.
Yeah, I take 2 of them.
Although, if you want to go super physiological, you can take up to 8. All right, but let's see what happens.
Yeah, I don't know.
If you can handle this well, maybe you can go up to 6 or 8.
I mean, the only reason I wouldn't do that is because like that's expensive. But
it's just cost. But the thing is, you don't have to live that way. What you do is you take that amount to accelerate the change, and then once you get to the level where you want, it's the same thing with testosterone, and you back off to like 2 or 4 with just maintenance to maintain what you've gained. That's just how the hormone game is. Stronger the amount of the hormones, the faster the change. But a lot of times you can't live at those levels. You know what I mean?
yeah. DD Dragon says Publix got any purple drink. Purple drink?
Drink? They don't have purple drink.
They don't have purple drink.
They don't have any drink. That place is too Caucasian for drink.
Yeah, it's very white.
Although
also, do they have red drink and green drink? No green. They do have red. They have strawberry soda. They have cherry cola. They have like pretty much most of the shit you can think of. They have a Mountain Dew ripoff. I can't remember what it's called though.
If you're looking,
it's called Mountain something.
If you're looking for drink, you got to go to fucking
what, Circle K?
Dollar
General.
Dollar General, yeah.
They probably got.
Drink.
I never look for drink in there.
Yeah, they got drink in there. Yeah.
I'm too white for drink.
Yeah.
Although I have drank some drink in my day.
Yeah, they got drink.
You know. Oh my god. Well, people in other countries are like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" What the fuck?
Well, the redneck and redneck and hood kind of fucking starts to merge as you turn.
Yeah, because they're both in low income areas.
They're both in low income, so they don't get to that. Yeah. Yeah.
So you kind of end up like
it's not
consuming with
it's not racial.
things.
It's more like income.
Yeah. Camp Guy says Publix has the best price and size on tonic water. They have a 2-liter bottle for $5, which is $1.25 each. Yeah, and like I said, their store brand, everything I've got of their store brand, from coffee to just I've bought all of their shit like in store brand at some point. And all of it is good. Like none of it is half-assed. None of it is, and it's usually like pretty well priced. Their 2 liters of their Publix store brand soda, which, like I said, they have a ripoff of pretty much every main soda, is always 2 for $3. Always. So every time we go to Publix, I'm not a big soda drinker. I like some sodas mixed with booze, but I almost never drink soda by itself. The only things I ever drink by itself are water and coffee. That's it. So it's like, I don't even drink juice by itself anymore. But I never, like, Tom likes soda. Like, he'll just drink sodas all the time, but I don't. I don't know. I just never really got into soda. I'll drink it if it's all that's around. I don't hate it or anything, but it's like, I don't know. I'll drink, like, ginger ale or Sprite or root beer or something like that, but I don't usually seek it out. Like I said, I usually just want water or iced coffee. Like, I'll make iced coffee like a lot of times during the day. Fulman on Nosferatu said, Jenny, I was so stoked when I saw you cover Demon Witch Child. Thank you for reviewing my recommendation. You're very welcome. Thank you for recommending that. I had reviewed Tombs of the Blind Dead, Armando de Osorio's probably most famous movie. I eventually want to do the other 3 in the series too, but I'll get around to it eventually. I think I have all of them somewhere, like in a coffin box. I don't know what happened to it. Maybe it's in the closet, like in a box or something. But I didn't realize he had made like an Exorcist. I don't want to say ripoff, an Exorcist homage. Let's call it that, Because it had its own thing going on too, but
Klaus up in
it was
Norway
very
says
extra.
Norway sucks because you can't buy cocaine there.
well, you can't. I mean, I'm sure you probably could if you knew the right people.
Yeah, you'd probably have to have good connections, but here we're in Star Wars land. We're in we're in fucking Mos Eisley Starport. Some people say, well, hey man, don't, this isn't the Wild West, No, it's not the Wild West. The Wild West was tame compared to the way the America is now. But that's not a bad thing. It's just part of the culture here, it's fucking wild. And yeah, you can get anything here if you go to the right places. But that's not what makes the place great. What makes the place great is you got really cool people. Cool people.
Well, there's people from everywhere.
Yeah. And there's also different zones, There's like 4 different fucking regions, and we're in the South. And the New South is very cool. A lot of people have moved here. The income has gone up. Most of the United States' industries are now in the South. And we're in Florida, which is a tropical paradise. And it's a mixture of Scots-Irish, which is like generic Southern white people, and Latins. And we get along real well. You got some blacks here too, and fucking we get along with them too. And a real good club scene. Real good.
You wouldn't think that there would, like I said, you wouldn't think that Florida would have like a really good goth industrial scene, but
yeah, the best in the country.
It does.
And I've been all over the United States.
It's counterintuitive, I know.
Yeah, no, the goth scene here. The goth scene here is better than Boston and New York. Even though I was in Boston and New York. They were good back in the day, 80s, 90s, when I was there. But they're not as good as they used to be.
I mean, New York used to be like, I don't know, I haven't been there in a long time, but they were really good. I went there several times during the kind of like death rock revival that was going on like in the 2000s.
Yeah.
And they had like this big death rock festival and stuff like that, and that was fucking awesome. Like, I had a great time.
The best goth club probably in the world right now is the Castle.
Yeah.
In Tampa, Florida.
And that's been there
forever.
At least 3 decades.
It's extremely high end. It's got really good looking people that go there. The problem with the Castle is that the music isn't very good.
It never has been.
Yeah, and it was never kind of was. It was.
I mean, as long as I was going there, and I started going there in the late 90s.
A little too electronic, a little too hard kind of sounding. That's the way it's been, but it is a great venue. I mean, it's
so beautiful.
Yeah.
Like, the building is beautiful.
Yeah.
And it's massive.
And the club usually has 2 or 3 dance floors going. So, I actually liked the outside dance floor on the back patio.
The patio, because they have a really nice patio out back.
The
too.
music usually is better there.
Which the patio, that's a newer thing, because when I was going there back in the 90s, early 2000s, they didn't really have, like, you could go outside, but it was kind of shitty. They didn't have a different DJ out there, nothing like that. Yeah. But now it's like a whole different area.
Yeah.
They didn't have the dungeon when I started going there either.
The only thing close to that I've ever seen to what's happening in Tampa would be some of the stuff that I've seen in Eastern Europe, like Castle Party. What country was that where they had Castle Party? Wasn't that Hungary?
Well, Klaus was just saying, are you talking about the club in Romania? So
Romania,
maybe? So maybe that's what...
Might have been,
maybe that's
yeah. Where everybody from Europe went to it. Yeah. And they looked fantastic. That might have been Romania or something. I think it was called Castle Party. That's the way the castle is in Tampa.
Didn't it used to be like I think it was a Freemason lodge, or
it's a Masonic temple.
Masonic temple. It used to be.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Freemasons.
I mean, Ybor City, that part of Tampa, was known for its cigar factories back in the day.
Yeah.
So a lot of the buildings there are old cigar factories, but I think that one used to be a Masonic lodge.
Yeah. If you were to see the castle, Klaus, it would look like something where fucking Norwegian black metal would be playing. It does look like a castle.
From the outside, and it's got like stained glass windows. And,
yeah, it's real nice inside.
Yeah, it's a cool ass place, and it's huge.
Yeah.
But like I said, it sucks that the music isn't great.
Yeah.
And it hasn't been because, man, even
It
when
was never that good, but
when
I
I
always
lived
had a
in-
good time when I was there.
Yeah, it's always a good time.
Yeah.
Because I like just soaking up the atmosphere.
Yeah.
But,
And the people that go.
Yeah.
Hotties. Hot motherfuckers going there.
Yeah,
All the time.
everyone just kind of...
Yeah, the outfits and everything, you know.
It got a little bit, I'm going to say, because I started going there before... You know how they opened up that part of Ybor? Like, and they opened up like a, what's the word? Like, they opened up that whole thing and put all those restaurants and shit there?
Yeah.
Okay, that wasn't there before. So, the castle used to be, like, on this little dead-end alley.
Yeah.
Like, so you kind of had to know where it was, because it wasn't on the main, because what did they call the main drive? 7th Avenue or something like that.
Yeah.
That's where, like, all the clubs are. Because Ybor City is, like, party town.
All you gotta do is just go.
But it used to be kind of off on its own. But then across the street, they opened up this avenue, like, and they bricked it all up, and then all these shops and restaurants and all this other shit opened. And so then, like, you had all these tourists, like, wandering over there because they could see it now.
Yeah.
And then that kind of started to suck. Because before, there was nothing else over there, so you could kind of just go over and, like, it was kind of a secret. Because it was kind of on its own little dead-end street.
You just go on YouTube and just type in The Castle. Ybor. Y-B-O-R. Y-B-O-R.
Which is Tampa, essentially.
Tampa.
But it's a little part of Tampa.
And that shit will
Ybor
come
City.
up and look at the new stuff. And it's been around for fucking 30 years.
At least.
Yeah. And
Well, I remember them doing their 30th anniversary party, and that was a few years back. So.
Right. Been around forever. And no, but you look at the new stuff now, and they just... It was always a nice club. It's just the problem was that the music was always a little too hard, a little too electronic, sounded for me. I mean, but and Jen does a lot of the graphics for that place. A lot of the
not for the castle, but I do pretty much all the graphics for all the shows over there.
at the castle, right? Yeah,
Well, not at the castle. Most of the shows are at. There's 3 venues.
Right.
Crowbar,
yeah.
New World Tampa,
Uh-huh.
and the Orpheum.
Okay, the reason why I'm saying this is because who she's talking about, the DJs that throw these, were DJs that were coming from the castle. A lot of them. A lot of them have to do it in that sphere. Are those DJs still playing at the castle, or are they kind of moved away from the castle?
As far as I know, the DJ that was there years ago when I used to go, who's Tom Gold, is still there.
He's still there, okay.
He's older than me.
Yeah.
The guy I do stuff for who books all the live shows is Mark Paradise, who is also a DJ.
Yeah.
So if you see graphics for any goth industrial show in Tampa, chances are I did that.
She did, right. And then tomorrow we're going to Will's Pub to go see a Starry Night, which I fucking love a Starry.
They're from Miami.
They're from Miami. I got them bitches signed on their first label. Fucking people are going, yeah, I heard this. No, it's true. We had a friend named Imani from New York that was fucking into all these metal bands, and she was really good with these labels. And she had access.
Yeah,
to
she booked all the death metal shows.
Yeah, and she actually
Orlando.
said, "Tom, what's the best Florida band?" And I said, "There's this little band I've been seeing on YouTube called A Starry Night." How long ago was that? 8 years, 10 years, maybe.
Yeah, a long time ago.
I said, "There's this
We
band
just
called."
stumbled across them on YouTube.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, hey, they're from Florida.
Yeah, so there's a band called A Starry Night. They're really good. And she fucking found them and signed them.
Yeah.
And then she told them, says, yeah, there's this guy I know named Tom Ross who said you were the best band in the and fucking, yeah, and they're fucking great. They're now on a different label though now.
They are the kick-ass.
They're on a good fucking goth label, which was what's the name of that fucking label? They've been around Cleopatra.
I didn't even know Cleopatra was still
I think
around.
they're on Cleopatra.
Aren't they? I thought they were on the same label as Das Ich. Because didn't they play with them all the time?
Yeah, okay. What's
but
that?
now
label?
I can't remember what that is.
I thought it was Cleopatra.
It very well may be.
Yeah.
But now I can't remember.
It's just one of the older goth labels, and they're playing tomorrow at Will's Pub.
It's them
and Sherry Mouse, DJ Sherry Mouse will be there.
She rocks. I love her.
Yeah, and she's a goth DJ from Tampa. She's spun at the castle before, and she's a real cute African American gothic DJ who's married to this dude that's fucking from the scene here, and it's just a cool scene. Here, see if I can dig up a picture of fucking Sherry.
But yeah, it's gonna be a Starnator headlining, and then the other two bands are Dead Cool and Lust.
Yeah.
And then she's gonna DJ in between.
Yeah.
They better have some good shirts.
Yeah.
Because I kind of want a shirt.
I told her, I said,
shirt.
we're gonna see you tomorrow, Sherry. And she's fucking thumbs up. She says, yeah, you know, fucking. She's looking forward to seeing us. We haven't seen her in a while.
Nicole said, I met a few interesting cats at the castle in Ybor a few years ago. It's definitely... I can't read it now.
That's Sherry right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a very well-known...
super cute.
DJ.
Yeah, real good DJ.
And she pretty much always... Because she's friends with the dudes in A Star Night, so she pretty much always plays their shows. And she'll come over to Orlando to play their Orlando shows also.
Yeah, she's friends with guys from A Starry Night.
But yeah, she said, yeah, I met a few interesting cats at the castle in Ybor a few years ago, says Nicole. It's definitely a cool place. I lived in West Palm and always went to Respectable Street. I've always wanted to go there. Like, that place, that's another place that's been there for, like, fucking forever, is Respectable Street. I never got to go there, though. I've been to some clubs in South Florida, because I've been there a couple times. I've been to some fetish parties down there, but I never got to go to Respectable Street, unfortunately. I don't even know if it's still there anymore. Probably not. Probably not. Full Metal Nosferatu said, Tom, when you were in Boston, were you familiar with a hardcore band called Berserker?
No.
My former manager was the lead singer.
Okay. I got an old fucking story about... Oh, man. I gotta get into this shit again. I was hanging out at the Ratskeller. The Ratskeller isn't there anymore. And I fell in with this chick named Lisa. Her name was Elisa Orsonio. And she was Paul Bearer's girlfriend. The name of the band was called Sheer Terror. So I started fucking his girlfriend. We had this fucking thing. I was like the other man. And that shit went on for a long time. But they were living together. I accidentally broke them up. And then fucking...
That doesn't sound like an accident, Tom.
Well, it wasn't an accident. I was just...
Wait, your dick accidentally went in?
My dick is going to do what I have to do. So, Sheer Terror and all the fans of Sheer Terror were fucking after me to kick my ass over that. And then Paul wrote a whole song about it. The band was called Sheer Terror. Paul wrote a song about me and her.
Oh, so you've been immortalized in
I was
songs
immortalized
now.
by that. And they were a hardcore band.
Because you were the other band.
Yeah.
You were the other man.
So
now,
I couldn't go to the Ratskeller anymore, so I started going to... Because all the fucking skinheads and all this fucking Nazis and shit were after me.
Well,
so I had to go.
good.
I started hanging out. At the fucking at Man Ray, and more in the goth scene. Although I was more of a goth type dude anyway. And here's the thing: I knew Paul. I liked Paul.
Okay, but what I was going to ask...
But I met her first.
Now, did you know when you first got involved?
No, I met her.
So you didn't know that she was...
No. I found out kind of after.
Okay.
And then
well, that's you do have some plausible deniability.
Yeah.
Like you didn't be like, man, I know that's what's his name's girlfriend.
No,
I
was her fucking side piece before I even knew about that band.
Okay.
And then I found out about the band, and then I met him.
Did you feel bad? Not really.
Not really. Not really.
Did she tell you how? Did she complain about him and stuff?
Yeah.
I figured.
When you're the other man, they tell you everything.
Yeah.
And
I've heard. I don't.
Yeah.
I've never been
I
in
learned
that
a
situation.
lot. That was part of me leveling up. I leveled up a couple times, because from that I was able to fucking see the weaknesses in other men, and it was like, oh, okay, well, shit, I better make sure I don't do that. And
yeah, because then chicks be talking about you behind your back saying that shit.
Yeah.
Do you
and
see
there's
what
nothing
you did,
against
that
Paul.
asshole?
Nothing against Paul. I liked Paul. But I was able to learn from Paul's mistakes. And
that's good.
Yeah.
All dudes should do that.
Yeah. So, and I kind of came from a background of fucking sharing women anyway. You know what I mean? I was never really a possessive kind of guy. But I kind of, being the other man, actually, I kind of liked it. Because I only got the good parts of Lisa. I didn't really have to do the drudgery. He was doing all the heavy lifting.
I think that's what,
You know what I mean?
that's why a lot of people have affairs.
Yeah.
Is because you just get the fun and the sex without having to live with the person or do boring.
I had to live with her. I didn't have to worry about paying the bills.
Paying the mortgage or going grocery shopping. You don't have to do like the boring shit that like usual relationships are.
No.
You just get the fun bits.
Yeah, and I learned how to be fuckboy.
Yeah.
I was the toy. So I knew how to do that angle, you know, which that was fun.
Although I don't think our relationship has much drudgery in it.
No, it's very our relationship. I've been in a lot of relationships. Our relationship's very, very unique. That's why the shit happened the way it did.
I mean, yeah, everybody got to do boring shit, but
we mostly stay separate from each other when the shit's boring. We're doing our own thing, and then we go out and have fun. Just because we live together doesn't necessarily mean we're bored together. Me and Jen get a lot of separate time.
Yeah, because I'm usually in my office working.
Yeah.
You know, and he's off doing his own thing, so...
Yeah.
Like, in the other room, like, whatever he's doing, or, like, you know, doing the yard or whatever.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, me and Jen have a lot of fun together and apart, too. We play both.
And I have fun doing boring shit with you, too.
Yeah.
Like, even I just like going to the grocery store with you. You know, it's kind of fun.
Yeah, there's something different about when you got people in their 20s that are kind of trying to survive together. It's a different...
Yeah.
It's a different situation because the maturity level isn't quite the same.
It does take a while.
Yeah.
I get it. It takes a long time to, like...
Yeah.
Learn to... Because, like I said, I kind of feel like a lot of people that are younger, they want the entire relationship to be, like, vacation all the time. Like, it's going to be fun all the time. It's like, no, it's like, you have to do boring shit with this person. You have to do... You know, sometimes, like, fucked up shit happens and you'll have to deal with it and all this other kind of stuff. So... It's like, it's not going to be fun all the time, but, you know, you can make it fun.
And they're asking what the song's called. I don't remember what the song was called.
Well, now I want to hear it.
He was doing the shit. I'd heard about it through the fucking...
I remember you telling me about this.
Talking about it.
But I don't think you remember what the name of the song was.
I don't remember what the name of the song was because during the time that I heard about it, he was doing it live in the shows.
Oh, okay.
And I heard about it through Lisa. This is he's singing a song about us.
Wouldn't it be funny if the song was called Tom and Lisa?
No, it was called something else. It was mostly about her, but he mentioned me in that shit in a bad way.
In a bad way?
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna like.
Basically, I don't remember exactly what it was. It's like I was a little pussy, you know what I mean, type of deal.
Aw, someone's hating.
Yeah, of course he's hating. I had a huge dick.
Well, did you know how big his dick was, or no?
I heard all about it. I heard about everything about his bitch ass. Yeah.
So she was like all over at your place going like that?
Yeah. No, she was no.
Okay.
No. I'm not gonna spread that kind of fucking shit about the dude. It's just that it didn't have anything. It wasn't much to do with the physical differences. It was more about him fucking complaining and being a bitch. And being, you know what I mean, and him and her fucking having to pay a lot of the bills, that type of deal.
Well, I could see complaining about that. That would suck.
That was part of it, and that he was kind of a crybaby.
That would also suck.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, nobody wants to be around somebody that's like a drag.
Right.
To be around.
And he was kind of a big, heavy set guy. You know what I mean? And she was always like talking about how she liked the physical differences between me and him. You know what I mean? That was like more svelte. I wasn't.
Yeah, you weren't jacked then.
I wasn't jacked back.
I mean, the jacked thing, that's a fairly recent.
That's
phenomenon.
more recent. Yeah, I was like more slimmer and more compatible physically in terms of her size, and that I was hung. So she liked that. And I was like, what the fuck is it? What, you know, how big is it? Is this, you know, like, what are you talking about? She's like, no, I had bigger. I mean, don't believe me, but you know, that's a perfect size type of deal. Which I was like kind of going sideways, like, yeah. But then I realized, you know, listening to hookers and shit, fucking interviews with hookers and fucking porn stars, you can be too big.
Yes, you can. Absolutely.
Yeah, right.
Like I said, I kind of feel like dudes that haven't really thought it through might think like if a genie came to them and granted a single wish, they'd be like, give me a huge dick. Yeah. And then they might find that that doesn't really work out for them.
It doesn't work out that way.
Because a lot of women would be like, no thanks.
Yeah.
No, thanks.
Most women are gonna say that the perfect dick size is around 7 inches. If you got a good fucking 8-inch, all right, they'll like that too. But you're almost getting too big. When you start getting into 9 and 10 with a big girth, they'll do it. But one of the porn stars said they're into that shit. They'll even name the dude. You know what I mean? Like some of the black porn stars that are fucking that big. And they'll go, but it's more like a vacation dick. It's not something you want every day.
You can't really do that all the time because it's kind
just
of
like a fetish thing. Every now and then you're gonna do that. But
sorry, I was just reminded of a line from The Witches of Eastwick where the character played by Susan Sarandon, they were all talking about dick sizes and how they liked them huge, and she said, "I prefer small," and they're like, "What, bitch?" And she's like, "You know, my ex-husband was huge, and there were some days I just couldn't face it."
Yeah.
That always used to crack me up.
According to the professionals, what you want is around 7 inches. They'll take that every fucking day, and it's not a pain in the ass for them, and they can do shit with them. That's probably about 7. That's about what you want.
Which is good. Which is bigger than average.
Yeah, it's bigger than average, but
not like freakish.
It's not so much where they get sick of it. They're like, man, this is a lot of work, and they can fucking go oral with it, and they can do it. Now, if you're really big, fucking a lot of these girls they can really only go anal with you.
Yeah.
And then that becomes kind of a limitation because they want a little bit of everything.
Well,
now,
yeah,
if you're
like
a big
smorgasbord.
Yeah, now if you're a big motherfucker, you show up with a fucking foot-long dick. I'll tell you one thing that the women are going to like. They love how that shit looks. Okay? They love how it looks. There's certain things they can do with that, but there's a lot of stuff that they can't do with that. It kind of gets... Now, if you got a big-ass dick, and I'll fucking refer you to my boy Toby, big old leather daddy. The bigger your dick is, the more popular you would be in the gay scene. They fucking love it.
Oh yeah, big time.
They love that because there's some dick worshiping motherfuckers.
Yeah.
But women aren't like that. But the dudes are. And if you're a dude, if you had a fucking control over how big your dick's gonna be, you walk around with a fucking 12, 14-inch dick. Yes, you know you would. But that's not really what they're looking for. Guys are more into that than women.
Kind of like, having cool cars and motorcycles and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's like you think you get it to impress women, but women don't care about that
Yeah,
kind
they're
of
more
stuff.
to impress other dudes.
They probably want to impress other dudes,
Yeah.
honestly. It's very homoerotic, I think.
Yeah, it's like homoeroticism.
But they won't admit it, which is funny to me.
I would love to have a big old dick like that. But the thing is that the biggest dick in the world, I saw an interview with a dude, and he was confirmed. All right? It's like a 16 or 18-inch dick. I don't remember.
Yeah, it was freakishly large.
Way too fucking big.
And he was just like a random ass looking British dude.
He's a British guy, white British guy. I thought it was gonna be a black dude. No, it's a white British dude. And that bitch, if you looked at him, you're going like, he's the dude. His dick is big. He looks like,
you never know. He was like a stealth big
looks
dick
like
ever.
Bilbo Baggins. Okay, there's nothing.
It wasn't that bad. Come on.
It's just like looked like Bilbo.
He just looked like average. He was just an average looking dude.
Yeah,
like just a regular looking dude.
He said it was a curse. I
could see that.
He'd pull that shit out, and he said most of women would run.
Yeah, like
he said it was always some kind of an extreme reaction. They'd either run or it would be just fucking dick worship. And if it was the dick worship thing, it was more like manual. They're like jerking him, and he
with 2 hands.
He couldn't really have sex with him because he was too fucking big. He couldn't go into anything. So he would like fucking lube it up and get him a pocket pussy, and them girls would fucking jerk him off with a big old pocket pussy
with 2 hands. Like
it'd be like that. And he was
like, Jesus Christ, he'd be forever.
He would be into it, and the girls would be like, be worshiping the shit out of it. But it's not the same as penetration. You know what I mean? So this
that would get kind of old.
Right? Yeah.
I feel like that'd be
and
disappointing. That'd be kind of disappointing.
And then he said the women that would get into it, they'd be all fucking into that shit. It would quickly wear out.
Yeah.
Where they would slowly like not stop coming back.
Yeah.
You know
I could see that.
Yeah, because it would like wear off. The
novelty.
The novelty of it would wear off. And then when you look at the dude, and he's Bilbo Baggins.
Like I said, he's
other than the dick, there wasn't much to the dude. You know,
he was just a completely average
very
looking
fucking
white
average cut. Yeah, average. And he was like a mid, very mediocre. And I was like, he is the biggest.
See,
I was
you
like,
can't
that
ever tell.
dude. You would never know by looking at
You
him.
can't ever tell.
Yeah.
That's why you can't judge by
So-
people's appearance. You never know.
Now, if you have a dude who's a 9 with that dick, is it going to be a different situation? It might. But statistically, that doesn't happen.
And like I said, even if you were super hot,
Yeah.
I still think most women would probably get sick of it.
They probably get sick of it. Yeah.
Because it's not, you can't really work with it. There, like I said, there's a lot of
Yeah.
limitations. There's a lot of shit you can't do.
Yeah.
And it's like, that would be like no fun after a while.
Well, you know, like the interviews that I've seen on this subject about dick size that had prostitutes and porn stars on it, they were talking about that, and they said that it gets old
I could,
because
I
there
could
isn't
totally
much
see
you can do with it. And
Yeah.
they said what you, and they said you're kind of constrained to just doing anal,
that. Yeah.
which
Okay, fine.
which they
but
say
it's
that's
just,
cool, but that gets old too.
Yeah, it's like something you maybe want to do other things.
Right.
You know what I mean? You don't
Right.
just want to do that all the same thing all
Right.
the time.
But
So
they
it's
do
like,
agree
so I
that
get
it looks good. They all agree that shit looks good.
Yeah, I mean, like I
Yeah.
said, you know, I've seen porn with like, you know, dudes with like giant dicks and stuff like that. It's like aesthetically, yeah, it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Even though dicks are usually not super aesthetically pleasing, I will say. Some of them are, but not many. But I don't know. Like every time I kind of see that in the back of my mind, I'm always kind of like how practical is that though?
Yeah.
Like I always kind of think that. So it's like it looks okay on camera, but a lot of things that look good on camera, like in porn, it's not really that fun in real life.
Both of the girls that I was talking about in that interview had sex with Dredd, he's a black male porn star. Motherfucker's huge. And they said, you know, they were just telling stories about that. They said they'd start the scene and they'd see that shit. And they go, oh fuck. And
How much are they paying me again?
and they said that Dredd actually is real cool. And he's like, oh come on, you've taken it before. It's not that bad, type of deal. You know, you can take it again. And then they get all
Just
into
a
it.
job,
But they said that it's kind of like a vacation. It's not something you want every day because it's just too fucking much.
It's too much.
They said there's a lot. And
I get it.
they said that if it wasn't for porn, they said Dredd probably wouldn't get laid.
Probably not.
Because that's not the first choice. They like something big, but not that big.
Yeah, because like I said, that's
Yeah.
up to a point it's good, but then
Diminishing returns.
yeah, after a certain point it's just uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sandy says, you know the relationship can last when you can literally sit in the same room not talking to each other, but you just feel connected anyways.
We drive that way.
Yeah.
We'll be in a car driving.
Although we usually have music on too.
Yeah, we're listening to the music.
And sometimes we'll sing. Or
Yeah.
Tom will sing.
Yeah. Dance will come on. Hey, heart of the devil.
That actually, yeah, that song actually did. That song,
I come back a younger.
that exact song did.
Lie down with me because I'm evil. You making a young girl lie down with you just because you're evil? Shit, I make them lie down and I'm not evil at all, goddammit. God
You're
damn.
a little bit evil.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Fucking, it's hard being an atheist. It's hard being a Satanist in a world full of atheists.
Yeah, it's really not shocking anymore.
Yeah.
People take pictures of you coming out of the grocery store buying kitty litter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Poor dad. No, but he was great.
died.
He was great. He was great.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Okay.
shit. Who's
We
this?
got a super chat from Papa77. Thank
Papa,
you
what'd he
very
say?
much.
What's up, Papa?
Just saying hi. I'm back to my normal schedule. So
Oh,
I
thank
just
you, bro.
listen and don't talk much in the chat.
Thank
Lots of
you.
dick talk today. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, you know, it all started with me finding out that your dick got grabbed or someone attempted to grab your dick.
No, she was just trying. She
A,
was
a
trying.
dick grab attempt. A
Oh.
dick grab attempt.
Yeah, but it wasn't a violation.
It wasn't a violation.
No.
You should get a whistle.
They weren't violation. They weren't violating.
You
your
should get a
territory.
whistle, and like every time somebody does that, you should whistle and like 10
It
yard
wasn't a
penalty
violation.
or whatever the fuck. I don't know anything
No.
about sports ball. That would be really funny.
She was saying you need to bring her down here.
You know what? I was kind of bored. And I was like, maybe I should drive down there.
Yeah.
Because, like, you know, he took the motorcycle, so I still had the car.
Yeah.
Then I was like, well,
By
I
the
don't
time
know.
you got there, we'd only have a drink and then we'd be leaving anyway.
That's what I mean. So I was
Yeah.
like, nah, I don't know if I was too lazy.
Yeah. Tigglyfoot's here. What's up, Tiggly?
Tiggly toot.
Tiggly toot. Yeah.
Tiggly toot. How is everyone enjoying their evening? Oh, very much, thank you.
Yeah.
That's really funny. Okay, I missed some
How
stuff.
many people we got up there? Go ahead and read the comment.
I missed some stuff. Full Metal Nosferatu was also asking about that Sheer Terror song that was about you.
The what?
Tom, what year was the song written? Because Sheer Terror have a Wikipedia page.
That must have been probably around,
Yeah, it was a long time ago, right? I gotta pee. Hold on.
maybe around 96 or 7. Probably around there. Now, like I said, I don't know if that ended up on an album. I heard through, Lisa told me that he was singing a song about it live. And I don't know if they ever recorded it. And I went to a couple of Sheer Terror live shows at the Rathskeller. They were pretty good. Yeah, I liked Sheer Terror. It was like hardcore. And the Mighty Mighty Boss Stones also. They play it kind of like alongside them sometimes at the Rathskeller. They were good also, which was kind of like ska, like hard. It was kind of like more hardcore version of ska. But Rathskeller was an old punk rock bar back in the 70s and early 80s, and then it's gone now. It was on the Green Line, Kenmore Square. And trying to think of what else was interesting about that. I used to hang out with a dude there who was older than me at that time. His name was Tyrone, and he was white. He was a white Tyrone. Imagine that. And Tyrone was and somehow connected with the Dead Boys. He either played with them, he was a band that played alongside the Dead Boys, or he was in the Dead Boys, I don't remember.
Holy shit.
But he would talk about them.
That's old
Tyrone.
school.
Yeah.
I quite liked the Dead
He was
Boys.
in a band, but I don't remember if he... Because I didn't know who the Dead Boys were. He just kept talking about Dead Boys. Jen knows who they are.
Yeah, I know who they are.
But, yeah, he was a trip, too. He would fucking tell me all kinds of stories. He'd get drunk, and he goes, yeah, back when I was a punk rocker. Fucking, I get drunk and I let the gays suck my dick for money. And I was like, what? He goes, oh yeah, I don't give a shit.
All right.
I don't give a shit. So
Like
he's
I said,
kidding himself out.
Gotta make money somehow.
That was evidently like a common thing that these punk rockers would
It was, yeah.
let gays fucking blow them,
Mm-hmm.
and then the guy would pay him money. And it didn't sound plausible to me back in those days.
No, it was pretty.
But that was going on.
Yeah, it was going
I
on.
heard out later that was going on.
Yeah.
That in the
I don't know if it was super common, but it wasn't uncommon.
Yeah, in the late 70s and early 80s, older gay dudes had a fucking fetish for punk rock boys.
I mean, how
And-
can you not?
They liked them, and they would
I also love
pay
punk rock
money to blow them. Not the other way around. You'd think you'd pay a motherfucker to blow you, but no.
I always thought that too, but I guess not.
No, there'd be like these queens, these homosexual queens, older, effeminate dudes would pay these boys, and they'd fucking sit there and just blow them. And he says, I didn't give a shit. I just needed some money for booze.
Fair
It's
enough.
not like it makes you gay or anything. And I was like, okay.
Nah, it doesn't.
At
If
the
you're just
time,
doing it for money.
At the time, I was thinking maybe it would, but I wasn't quite as mature as I am now. I was like,
No.
yeah, it's just for fucking money. You don't give a shit.
Yeah, it's all right. I'm not concerned about it. Like I said, I don't
Back
really...
in those days, I was younger. I tried to put shit in a box and try to codify it and try to classify it. Now I'm to the age where I don't care. It's just like, he just needed the money.
Yeah.
Evidently, one of the dudes from the Ramones was doing that. One of the band members of the Ramones, and I don't remember which one it was. It wasn't like the main ones.
I'd have to look
it up. It wasn't the main ones. He would go down to the place where male prostitutes would hang around on the streets, and he'd just get picked up and get blown by old queens because they weren't making much money, evidently.
I feel like that's like the easiest money in the world.
Yeah, just sit around, just
I'm not a dude, obviously, but it's just kind of like,
that's some weird shit.
Man, somebody will pay me to for me to just lay there.
Yeah.
And have them blow me? Awesome.
Yeah, he was one of the dudes from the Ramones. And there was a song. Evidently, they let him write a song about it. He wrote a song about it. And the leader of the Ramones was like, "Yeah, okay, fucking, we'll let him have that song." I don't think he was in that band forever, though. I think he might have been a drummer or something.
Yeah. I don't know.
That was just part of the punk rock scene of the 70s and early 80s.
Like I said, I don't think it was super, super common, but I think it was not uncommon. Because I've heard many stories along those
the punkers
lines.
were fucking broke.
Well, they were broke, and they didn't really have a lot of... They didn't really give that much of a shit.
Yeah.
About gender roles or any of that nonsense.
Even Wendy O. Williams from the Plasmatics.
Yeah.
Evidently was doing porn and hooking.
We should probably do a show
during her times. Yeah, I'd like to do it. Yeah, Wendy O was fucking... She was great, man. She was fucking... Had a nice body, kind of rough face. She ended up doing all the fucking women's prisons fucking B movies too.
Yeah, I saw some of those.
She did evidently she did a bestiality scene where she was blowing a big old fucking dog and having sex with a dog.
I heard about that.
Yeah, so Wendy O was fucking wild, man.
Yeah, she was a freak, but
Yeah, blowing I think it was a Great Dane.
Okay.
Yeah.
Full Metal Nosferatu is asking, Tom, how about Slapshot, Sam Black Church, and Only Living Witness? Great bands back then.
I remember
from that era.
I remember
Sheer Terror have an album around then called Love Songs for the Unloved.
Yeah, that's probably, dude. I probably have something to do with that shit. I was not a big fan of Sheer Terror. Like I don't own any of fucking Paul's albums. I knew Paul. I was fucking his girlfriend behind his back. But I knew her first. I was fucking her before I even knew him.
Right.
All right. So it wasn't personal in that way.
Like you didn't do it on purpose.
I didn't do it on purpose. No. No, I met her first and I got into a thing with her, and then I knew she had a boyfriend, but I didn't know who he was.
Okay. Oh, so you did know that she had a boyfriend. You just didn't know.
Yeah, I didn't know exactly who he was.
Okay.
And then as the relationship developed, I found out who it was, but I didn't really care.
By that point.
No. I didn't really care. And then, but at least she was cute. Real cute. Blonde. She had a haircut like out of the 1920s, little like 20s kind of bob that curled under. She was from New York, so she kind of had like a Brooklyn kind of an accent. She was cute. And she was only like a couple years younger than me. I looked her up a couple years ago. She's still in Boston. She's married, and her and her husband owned like a cafe. But she was a hairdresser by trade, so she had money. And even after we kind of broke up, she would come over when I became a salesman. I had that nice apartment. She came over a couple times and we hooked up. We hooked up several times over the years after we broke up. Like we had little reunions and shit. We were fuck buddies.
Yeah.
We were fuck buddies. Which that was like, Jen knows how I am. I learned a lot about being the other man and also being kind of like a fuck boy.
Yeah.
That, in between boyfriends, you could come see me, we'll have fun. So it was like non-attached, no strings attached, and hearing all her problems and, download, she'd unload all the problems of what the dudes were doing and fucking what the date was, and I'd give her fucking advice and this and that, and they'd go off and go back to their boyfriends.
Yeah.
Which was, some dudes go like, what are you, someone to cut? No, it's kind of empowering.
You did that a lot.
Yeah, I had several of them that were like that. So you kind of like it's kind of an empowering position because you're outside normal space and time. You know what I'm talking about? They're not treating you the same way they're treating these other guys. You're kind of like above that. That's the only way I can explain it.
No, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Well, because they don't have any... They're not married to you. They don't have any entanglements, like financial entanglements or kids or anything like that.
Right.
So it's like they don't have... It's just an unattached... And it's kind of nice, I guess, to just go and here's a person that doesn't want anything from me.
Exactly.
Other than sex.
Sex and friendship.
Yeah, and even then, you were just kind of like... I feel like you were never the kind of thing, it's like, well, you have to have sex with me now. You were just kind of like, well, if it happens, it does. If it does, it doesn't.
No, they would run away from them.
Yeah.
To have sex with me and fucking talk.
Yeah.
And tell me what the problem was.
Which is
and
nice.
then ask me what I thought.
See, and that's the thing. I think that's what a lot of dudes don't understand is that a lot of women in their relationships feel as though they are not listened to.
Yeah.
Or that they're being not necessarily gaslighted, but when they bring up concerns or they talk about stuff, like the dude just blows them off.
Yeah.
And if that happens long enough, it starts getting really, really tiresome.
Yeah.
And so it's like if some other dude comes along and actually seems like they're listening to you, I don't know if they really are or not. Probably not. They probably just want to get laid. But if they seem like they're listening to you, then a woman will respond to that.
You know how I am. No, that particular one would come to me and tell me everything that was going on and complain about what he was doing and ask me what she should do. And I just go, okay, I know what he's doing. This is what you need to tell him. This and this and then give her relationship advice and she'd go back.
Yeah.
And try to fix it.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I know what he's doing. He's doing this and that. Okay.
Which is weird. It's like I see a lot of stuff.
This is what you need to do.
And I mean, to be fair,
I tell her, so this is what you need to do. You need to go back and tell him this and that, and stop doing this, and fucking make that bitch do this and that, and then it would work.
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean? So she was getting like a second opinion.
Well, but sometimes it's like I said, it's nice to have someone that's not involved in it, really.
Right.
Like an outside perspective.
Right.
But the thing about it is that here's kind of the sad thing is that I see a lot of women, particularly younger women still in their 20s and stuff like that, which, like I said, no shade, but it's like if you're still in your 20s, you don't know anything. It's just I didn't know anything when I was in my 20s either. Nobody does, so don't feel bad. But it's like they'll come on there and they'll ask for relationship advice. And they'll be like, my boyfriend did this, that, and the other, and everyone is like horrified because it's like the shit that she's describing is like abusive, is like straight up abusive. Like even if not physically abusive, at least emotionally abusive. And everybody is like, girl, get the fuck out of there. What are you doing? Yeah. It's like you're like 22. Like you can do so much better than this. It's like, why are you putting up with this crap? But it's just like it takes a long time. I think especially for women, I mean, in my case too, and like other women that I knew, it takes a long time for you to like get your voice, and I don't know, like you'll put up with a lot of bullshit.
Yeah. A
lot of bullshit because you think that, oh, well, that's just how it is.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be like that. You don't have to put up with that.
Yeah.
So the second that you like, that's the best thing I will say about getting old, because I'm in my 50s now. The best thing about getting old is that your tolerance for bullshit just gets less and less and less, and it's like the older you get, the more you'll be like, that's bullshit, I don't like that. When you're in your 20s, you're still trying to please people. Yeah. Well, maybe if I do something different, he won't be like that. Yeah. That's not gonna happen. That's just the way he is. Leave. Right. You know what I mean? It's not gonna get better.
A lot of the complaints I would get like from Lisa was, and it wasn't just Paul, it was other ones too. It was like the second and the third ones, because she'd come back several times, was that they were kind of being sappy and too beta.
I don't mind sappy, actually.
And not getting shit done and being too fucking crybaby about shit. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't like complainers.
She was like, that's what she was talking about.
I don't mind sappy. I don't mind romantic. I don't mind any of that. That's nice. Yeah. But it's just like, if you're just going to whine about stuff or blame other people for your problems.
Yeah, it was that kind of stuff.
And not get shit done, then that's an issue.
Yeah, it was that kind of shit.
That's an issue.
Yeah. So, and she just wanted to know my opinion on what was going on. Well, I said, well, and it was always different, I don't know. I was doing, I guess you can say, giving my male opinion and just listening to her complaints about it, and which kind of like helped me to helped me in like, okay, well, yeah, you don't want to do that around women. You don't want to look that way. You know, because I don't remember all the details. It was a long time ago. This is the 90s. But I remember, like, recognizing it, like, oh, yeah, I think I've kind of done that before. And, like, I could see from her point of view now how that would look.
How that would look.
Yeah.
Because men and women are not as different as is sometimes like to be portrayed. But they are different, and they do see things differently. But the thing about it is that if you communicate with the person and say, hey, I see things this way, as long as the person doesn't just like blow you off and dismiss you completely, you can learn a lot by listening to women talk about how they perceive things, because they don't perceive things exactly the same way that a dude would. Yeah.
But Paul from Sheer Terror wanted to kick my ass for a while, but I think he got over it. If I were to see him today, I would just fucking shake his hands and go, yeah, we had a good time back in the day. We were fucking the same chick for a while, but it wasn't his fault or really my fault. You know what I mean? It was just that.
I mean, she initiated, did she not?
It. Right. So. Yeah. And had he been in my shoes, he wouldn't have turned her down. No dude would have. She was cute. You would have done it too. And I wasn't stealing from him or anything. You know what I mean? It's just that he didn't own that. You know, women own themselves. They're going to do what they want to do.
That's why I don't really because I kind of feel like, look, I don't like to shit on my ex-husband because he was an okay dude. But he did tell people after we separated and I started hanging out with you that you had stolen me from him.
Yeah.
That's and I hate that nomenclature. You can't steal somebody that doesn't want to. That's a person.
Yeah, they don't really belong.
It's not
to
an
you.
Object.
Right.
You know, it's not like that thing in Indiana Jones. We just like took the thing. It's not like that.
And
it's
Jim
like,
didn't break any vows because they were separated.
Yeah.
By the time fucking her and I ever had anything physical or even kind of emotional going on, they were already separated. So no, they were already on the outs, and they were on the outs because he was fucking around with the girl he was working with.
Yeah, I don't know how far that went.
Just letting you know, he let you know.
That it was at the very least, it was an emotional affair, which is almost worse. I don't know if it's worse. It's on the same level as a sexual affair.
It's all the same.
It might be worse. I don't know, because it's like now they're catching feelings for another person.
Yeah.
And the fact that he told me about it, trying to get me. Because remember we talked about this before, like, you said the only reason he probably told you about that was because he wanted you to, like, step up and...
Wanted you to fucking rise
and do
up.
some other... And I was just like, yeah, I'm not going to do that. Because it's like, I see what you're doing. And I don't like it.
What are they saying in there?
Somebody asked, just curious, Tigglytude asked, what's your guys' zodiac signs?
I'm a Cancer.
I'm a Libra.
Yeah. Tigglyfoot's coming. I can't imagine having a porn star daughter who has sex with dogs and puts her mouth on an animal penis. I don't think you can be more ashamed of your child than that.
I mean, that would be pretty crazy if your parents on that.
Me and Jen are just used to fucking wild ass shit, and some people, there are people out there, especially girls, that love being bad. And this is something that I fucking learned when I was a kid back in Boston, when my boy Rich wanted me to fuck his girlfriend. Okay, fucking.
Like, did he want to watch?
He wanted to watch. Yeah, he wanted this fucking thing. You know what I mean? Soleil was was a fucking hot mixed goth chick.
So he was into cuck. He wanted to be a cuck.
Yeah, he wanted to jerk it. I was fucking his girlfriend and shit. His girlfriend, I liked his girlfriend. She was fucking all on me and shit. It almost happened, but then I just started. I was like, I don't know, I can't do this.
It's too weird. It's too weird.
And he's like, I was like, nah, man, no, it's all right, man. Just sit right here. I said, nah, man, I gotta go, man. I gotta go. Like,
I mean, I get it.
Yeah.
I do get. I mean, the cuck thing is very, very, very common. Very common.
And Rich was about 50 then. All right. I was about 25, 26. And Soleil was probably about 25, 26. I don't know if I've told you. I don't know if you've heard the story about Rich, but Rich later on ended up blowing his fucking brains out with a 38. He was a fucking really good looking...
In front of his girlfriend.
In front of Soleil.
Yeah. Not a
fighting over the volume of the television.
Well, I'm sure there was a lot more to
when
it
they were
than
watching
that, but
when they were watching Excalibur. Well, they were doing junk too. They were kind of into heroin and stuff.
yeah, that didn't help.
They did a bunch of different drugs. And during that whole thing, when I'm fucking getting it on, and here's the thing, man, I had already been into threesomes and shit, but I just didn't know them in that way. It's not like I grew up with them.
Yeah.
And I was still in my 20s. I was kind of weirded out a bit by fucking, because I was getting fucking aroused by fucking Soleil, and my boy Rich is right
And
there.
he's
And I
right
was
there.
kind of like, I didn't really, you know what I mean? I imagined them like a couple type of deal,
Yeah.
you know? So I felt like I was violating.
Yeah. But
And
that's
I
what people
chickened
that are into cuck are into. Though.
Yeah. He says something during all this shit, and she goes, she is such a fucking bad girl. She grew up to be a bad girl, and she's like, I'm so bad. And that was the first time I kind of saw that first up, and I was like, it's like, yeah. And she goes, dude, she's bad. She loves being bad. So, Tiggly Toot, that's the thing you have to understand. There's a certain type of person, and I might be one of them, Jen might be one of them. There's a certain eroticism
definitely.
about being bad.
Yeah, doing shit you're not supposed to.
Doing shit you're not supposed to do.
Yeah.
And there's a
I mean, we've never done anything that crazy.
yeah.
But
in the moment, you know what I mean? When you're in the moment, you might want to do something that's fucking bad.
I mean, and I will say,
Yeah.
I mean, the more I drink,
Yeah.
like the more you could probably talk me into doing.
Yeah.
Because you know how it goes.
Yeah. When Jen's drunk, fucking man.
I say all kinds of terrible shit.
Driving home, on
Trying
the
to get
in
him
the
to do
car,
all kind of
she's
shit.
trying to do all kind of shit. We've pulled over on the side of the road. You're fucking on the side of the road.
Just against a tree.
Yeah. Now it wasn't so bad where headlights were going by us and shit, but it was like almost. Yeah.
I mean, it was in full view.
Yeah.
But it was like the middle of the night. So
Yeah.
I don't think anybody saw us. We didn't
Yeah.
get arrested or nothing.
And fucking she'll be drunk. She's trying to get girls to go home with us. You know, go out in the car. She's trying to get girls to go out in the car with us.
I know. I always try to get them to come out in the car.
Yeah. And
It's like, come out in the car. I was like,
is that normal? No. But we're being bad.
I mean,
And
probably
being
not.
bad, there's a certain thing about
It's
being
okay.
bad. Yeah.
That's okay.
Now, if some chick is at the level where blowing a fucking Great Dane in view of her boyfriend is bad, then hey man, that Great Dane isn't running away, is it?
The thing about it is that
There you
the
go.
thing about bestiality,
That's some
Is that-
70s shit, bro.
it is. I'm generally against it because, like I said, it's an animal. It can't consent. However, I will say that I've seen some, particularly ones with dogs and stuff like that,
Yeah.
where the dog is clearly very into it,
Yeah.
and they're not making the dog do anything.
And that shit is bad as fuck. You're like,
And I'm just kind of like, I don't know if I think it's hot necessarily. It's just kind of like, well, okay.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's at that fucking bleeding edge. And you're like, yeah. And that shit was fucking... I first heard about that when I was hanging out with fucking fucking dudes from Sleep Chamber, band called Sleep Chamber. And girls were sending him photographs. And some of the photographs were that. Girls fucking blowing their dogs.
Yeah.
And he was fucking wild as shit, that particular dude. What was his name? It's the lead singer of fucking Sleep Chamber.
I know who you're talking about, but
Rich.
I can't think of his name.
Yeah, my friend Rich was friends with him. He's still around. And that particular guy, what's that fucker's name?
I don't know.
He had all these fucking strippers that were in his, kind of would do shows with him in his shows. They were the Barbiturates. They were fucking hot as shit.
That's a good band name.
Yeah, the Barbiturates. Fucking Sleep Chamber, the Barbiturates. And fucking, what was his name? Fucking, not Paul. Rich. I think his name, no, not Rich. John Zwiz. John Zwiz was his name. Z-W-I-S-S, John Zwiz. And that was a wild bunch, man. Me and my buddy Eric had him and the Barbiturates and some of their fans over to our fucking house. That was that bad house, that haunted house that we were in, that 3-story house up in Boston. And we were having a party there, and they were all brought a bunch of cocaine and shit, and they were fucking sniffing cocaine. And one of them was fucking, that chick was after me so bad, fucking, and I was scared of her in a way. And then there was another one, hot ass shit, and there's a video of her on YouTube fucking doing the show. She's in all black shiny PVC cat suit and shit. And she was hot, man. I fucking wanted to hit. She was a stripper down from the combat zone in Boston. Well, I was like, what happened to her? What's her name? I don't remember her name. She goes, oh, her? Oh, she's dead. I was like, what? She goes, yeah, she OD'd. I was like, what? What do you mean?
That happened a lot.
They were ODing constantly. She's like, yeah, she got a hold of some bad stuff and she OD'd.
Sadly,
and it was just like blowing my mind. They were dying constantly, and then they would just like go back like nothing had happened. And I was like shocked by it. Like, and she was gorgeous fucking.
But it sadly happened
shit.
a lot.
And I was like, she's dead. She goes, oh yeah, she died 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck.
Drugs and AIDS.
Drugs were killing.
Got a lot of people.
It was just another time
in the 80s and 90s in the scene, big time.
Yeah, if you guys want, I can find a video of her. I can find a video of her on YouTube. I'll find it. I'll show it to you.
It says men want respect, women want love. I think that's largely true. Precious says mine's always complaining. I don't pay attention to her, and I ask her, is everything okay? And she'll say, yeah, okay, fine. And then she says, you were supposed to know. It's not by the way I said it. Yeah, well, I think one thing that is a big, I don't know, there's a big difference between women and men, is that women don't like to have to give you a laminated chart every day saying what you like or what you want. Like, you say it one time, and you expect that to be remembered. But a lot of dudes don't remember it. So a lot of women kind of get tired of having to remind the dude of the same thing, like, over and over and over again. And so after a while, you're just kind of like, holy crap, I just can't take this anymore. Like, how many times have I told you? And then, like, you feel bad because then you feel like a nag, but it's like you have to keep telling the dude the same fucking thing over and over, like he doesn't hear it. So it's like, I get it. Like, I ran into the same thing in my first marriage. Dudes do not, I think largely dudes do not listen to women. Like, they're like, yeah, you're talking, but it just goes in one ear and out the other. So if you tell them something important and you expect them to, like, remember it, as you would if he told you something important, but they don't, so that's very frustrating. Like, women find that very frustrating, and they have to, the fact that they have to keep reminding you of stuff that should be, that you've already told them, is very, very frustrating. But like I said, that's kind of a big difference, I guess. Like I said, dudes don't really listen to women when they talk. Largely. Granther says, question, what was the toughest thing you've had to deal with, and what got you through it? Ooh, that's a hard question. I don't know. I can't really think of anything. I mean, I've been pretty lucky in my life that I didn't have anything really horrible happen. I mean, obviously I went through a divorce and I was really broke, which kind of sucked. And like had zero money. I didn't ever have to sleep in my car or anything like that, but almost. But how did I get through it? I just always kind of think, well, tomorrow is a different day. I'm just going to start anew. Like, maybe something really awesome will happen. It's just you have to keep thinking that. If you don't think that anymore, I mean, you might as well fucking off yourself, right? Because it's like, you have to think, like, better shit's on the way. That's all you can do. Honestly. Klaus says, I'm a hippo. No, sorry, I'm a hippie. Okay. Tiggly2 says, well, I like to be bad and dirty, but I don't fuck furry friends. Like I said, most of the time, I'm against that because, like I said, obviously the animal cannot consent, and that is terrible. But like I said, I've seen a couple of videos where obviously the dog initiated, so I don't feel as bad about that, but I see what you're saying. And Tiggly2 said, yeah, that's like animal abuse. And she says, I mean, I like having sex in public, yes, too. But I'm not hurting anyone by doing it. And I like being pissed on, but I'm not hurting anyone by doing it. Yeah, same.
That's the girl I was telling you about. That's her. Yeah. It's at one of fucking John's shows. I don't know if you can see her. That's not quite a good video, but that's her. Died of an OD.
There was a better video of her from before, but I can't find it right now. I don't remember the name of the song.
Yeah, Tigglytooth says because men don't listen. They largely don't. And not all men, obviously, hashtag. But largely, and I don't even know. I don't think they mean anything by it. It's just that they don't. I don't know if it's just they don't care as much, or they'll listen when other dudes say stuff. But it's like when women say stuff, they're like, yeah, whatever. And it's like they don't really. It doesn't really sink in, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what it is. It may be biological. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, Tigglytooth says they get this glazed over look in their eyes. They all do it. I have noticed that. It is very common. It is very common. You know? Tigglytooth says their brain can't do more than one thing at a time. Maybe not. Maybe that's what it is.
What can't do more than one thing?
Man brains can't do more than one thing at a time. Is that true?
She full of shit.
I mean, I don't know. I have found that to be the case, but I don't have a huge amount of. I don't want to generalize, but I have found that to be the case. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Here's John, the way it was back then, in the 90s. Yeah, it was just a different time.
Back
Up
in
in
the
Boston,
day.
yeah.
Are you doing a back in the day thing?
Back in the day.
Back in the day.
You look at it now and you're like, fucking kind of simple times, you know what I mean? But in those days, that was fucking cutting edge shit. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's them. Doing live shows.
Tigglytooth says I was like 8 years old. Holy crap!
What's that, in 1990?
What, in the 90s? Oh my
Yeah.
God. I graduated high school in 1990.
Yeah, that's John on fucking stage with that girl. Fucking, it was really good. It was like industrial. It was goth industrial music.
I remember Sleep Chamber.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I went
very
to
fetishy.
So I went to. You're a couple years older than me, 2 or 3 years older than me, but yeah. So I was in junior high and high school all through the 80s, and then I graduated in 1990. It's funny nowadays because, like I said, like people that we know, like I said, Michael from A Starry Night, like we were hanging out at iBar / Barbarella after one show, and he just said something offhand that he'd been born in 1990, and I was like, spit my drink. You know how they do a spit take, like all the old comedy stuff. Like I almost did that, and I was kind of like, what? Like I knew he was younger than me. Duh, I'm not stupid. But I was just like, I didn't realize he was that much younger, and I was just like, wow. I was like, I graduated high school in 1990, like the same fucking year you were born. It's like, dude, I could be your mom. Like, I think he thought that was funny. He's just like, that's okay.
Lorraine Bryant is happy that we're going to be there tomorrow. She's going to be there. Remember Lorraine?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's going to. She's going to the show tomorrow. I'm just talking about the people that are reacting to.
I'm super jacked because it's like, when was the last time that A Starry Night played here? It's been a couple years.
Yeah.
They play in Tampa a lot. But they've been playing shows overseas. They did some shows in Germany. They just did like a little mini tour in Texas. Because I did some posters for that. But they haven't been to Orlando in a while.
Yeah.
It's been a couple years at least.
It's going to be fun.
So I'm super excited.
Well, the action moved away from Orlando.
Most of the shows are in Tampa, to be honest. Which isn't that far, but it's usually like too far for us to be like I mean, we're old now, so it's just kind of like, especially if it's like a weeknight.
Yeah.
We're just kind of like, man, I don't want to drive all that fucking way and then drive all the way back like in the middle of the night. Fuck that. You know?
Yeah.
We'll do it for Barbarella because it's not that far. Although even Barbarella, which is, it's not even downtown Orlando. It's kind of just sort of close to downtown. But even that's like almost a 40-minute drive. You know? Tiggly2 says, you guys have young people energy, though. At least that's the impression I get. I would hope so. One thing that I always thought when I was younger was that, man, I don't ever want to be one of those fucking boring-ass old people that's just kind of like, back in my day, it was so much better.
Well,
like, I never wanted to be
What
like
happens
that.
to a lot of people as they age is that they stay home. And when they stay home, they start disconnecting themselves from the social scene.
Yeah.
And they stop evolving. Like my dad. When my dad died just a couple years ago, he still thought it was 1991.
Yeah, they were still living like it
They
was
were still living like it was 1991.
I don't even remember 1991.
You're talking to him, and it's like going back into a time warp.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and you're like, and and he was talking about things from that point of view. I was like, Dad, that shit's all gone, man. It's not like that anymore. Oh yeah, that's what they say. Yeah, they cannot. It doesn't. It's not real in their mind.
Well, it's not like their day-to-day experience,
Yeah,
so they don't.
but yeah. And I said, you're watching television too much. That's not real. Okay, I said, fucking, go on the internet. Oh, there ain't nothing on the internet. There's nothing on the internet. Yeah, it's all bullshit. No,
Have you been on the internet, sir?
He's never been on.
Everything is on the internet.
The sum of all human knowledge is on the internet.
I will concede that it's mostly porn, but nothing wrong with that.
Well, I asked him. I said, "What is it you want to know about guns?" And he goes, "I want to know about an 1898 something." And I fucking went, and there was whole videos on it. It says, "See, Dad, it's the sum of all human knowledge. Anything you want to know,
it's a bunch of
there's
bullshit
something
too.
on there."
Not gonna lie.
I said, "You got to get through it, but you got to search for it."
Yeah, you got to know what you're looking for. That's all. Yeah, there's a lot of bullshit on there.
Of course, you can make money with bullshit.
Of course you can. Probably make more money with bullshit than you can with real stuff. Sadly,
of course.
But that's a constant source
Make another drink.
Disappointment to me. Yes, please.
Hand me that.
Yes, please. That's only my second and a half one. Third and a half.
I poured you a little bit.
Well, you drank before. You drank by yourself earlier. I didn't get any. I probably should have started drinking earlier, but I thought I would probably also fall asleep on the show. Hido says, I miss going to shows, nothing interesting where I am, and too far and too lazy to drive to Los Angeles. We don't go to a huge amount of shows just because it's expensive, you know what I mean? And like I said, most of the good ones that I would want to see, like I really wanted to see Urban Heat, but they didn't play in Orlando, they played in Tampa. And I think it was a weeknight, and I was just kind of like, man, it's like, we either got to stream or I got to work that night, and it was just kind of like, I don't know, I can't really justify. It's like I really like them, but, you know. But when a Starry Night comes, if they come to Orlando, we always go. We always go. Because I really like those dudes. And we only see them... Like, I talk to them... Because I do some of their graphic design and stuff. So I talk to them, like, online or on the phone or something like that. But, we don't see them in person all that much. Because they're from South Florida. So every time they come to Orlando, it's like a big deal. And we're just like, oh my god, we have to go. I'm glad it was on a Saturday night, though. That, like, worked out pretty good.
If you want, after the show, we can go up to Circle K and get a fucking sandwich.
Okay, but don't be thinking about that too. It's still early.
It's still kind of early, yeah.
It's only 9:30.
It's not that early. It's not that early, though.
Klaus says, you're not old. Well, thank you. Old is when you're 80. Yeah, I still got a few years to go before that. I don't really think of myself as an old person. It's funny because my mom, who is in her early 70s, she came to our house for Mother's Day. And, we made steaks and it was awesome. She'd been to our old house in Sanford, but she'd never been to this one since she moved here. But she's like gotten a lot more social and a lot more mobile since my stepdad died. So she's kind of getting her life back, which I think is really cool. So she came here and she kind of said the same thing. And she's like in her 70s. She's like, I don't really feel like a person in my 70s. I still kind of feel like I'm a young person, and I kind of feel like that's a pretty universal experience, you know? Like, and in a lot of ways, I think it's better. You can't be, like, completely delusional and think, like, when you're 70 or 80 years old, oh, I still look as good as a 25-year-old or something like that, because you clearly don't. Or you can still do the same stuff that you could do when you were 25 and 30. Like, you clearly can't. But to an extent, I think it's good to have that mindset, like, in a lot of ways. Don't become a fossilized old person who is just kind of like, oh, I'm too old for that, or I can't do that anymore. It's like, I don't want to learn new stuff, or I don't want to... I mean, that is the surest course to becoming an old person, which I never, ever wanted to be an old person. Even when I was a teenager, I was just kind of like, man, I hope I never fucking end up like some old person. That it's like, all these new movies and all this new music and blah, blah, blah. Like, you know what I mean? I never wanted to be one of those kind of people that was just kind of like, oh, shit was so much better in my day, blah, blah, blah. Yes, I still do like music from the 80s. Yes, I still do like movies from the 70s and 80s. That's probably still my favorite thing because that's what I grew up with. But it's like, I'm not averse to new stuff. I think that's like, it's really, really bad, like, to get in that fucking mindset. And I never, ever wanted to be in that mindset. And I've tried not to. You know what I mean? I've tried not to. Because, like I said, I think the older you get, the more rose-colored glasses you have about the past, because you forget all the bad stuff and you only remember the good shit. It happens to everybody. Like, it's just kind of a natural thing. So it's like the older you get, it's like, man, music in whatever decade was when I was growing up, well, it was so much better. Like, everything sucks now, blah, blah, blah. Like, I really, really never wanted to be that kind of, like, insufferable old person.
Yeah, but I'm going to say something about that. I've seen fucking YouTube shows that have actually done studies on that. And they said that music today does suck compared to the way it was. And even young people will say that. What's happening now, like the music that you'll play on the radio, is fucking...
But that's always kind of sucked.
It's fucking horrible.
That sucked in the 80s.
They said they're not really making music right now. They're making...
I hated music that was on the radio in the 80s.
Yeah, a lot of it was bad. A lot of it was bad.
That's why I listen to, like, underground shit.
What they're making now is earworms. And that they've done samples and fucking asked people and fucking done statistics and shit, and you have a lot of young people that love 80s music because it actually speaks to them in terms of fucking what real life was like and the way feelings are, versus a lot of the shit that's happening today where the whole song only has about 4 different lyrics in it. You know what I mean? It's very superficial.
Yeah, I can see that.
There's not hardly any lyrics in it. It's kind of like AI generated. It's pretty cheap.
But like I said, a lot of pop music from the 80s,
a lot of it was like that.
Sucked also, but it's for the same reason.
But that music's forgotten.
Well, yeah.
Classic 80s and 90s.
That's why people get in this thing where it's like, oh, music was better in the old days. Yeah, because only the good shit.
Stuff. Right, yeah.
That was the only shit you remembered. All the shitty shit you forgot.
Yeah.
Same with movies.
I can go back and go look at...
They made a lot of shitty movies in the 70s and the 80s. Just people mostly forgot about them.
Go back on YouTube and go look at fucking Aha's Take On Me song. That video. And it's got like fucking 20, 30 million views. And there's fucking shit ton of comments going like, I wish I grew up in the 80s. You know what I mean? And it's young people kind of thinking that all the 80s was like that.
No, it wasn't.
The best of the 80s,
there.
The best of the 80s was like that. Not all of it.
No.
But no, I understand what they're saying because it was written by human beings. And a lot of the really good songs from the 80s were written by the same guys. Those songwriters were selling those songs to those artists.
Yeah. In some cases.
Yeah. Like, well, a good example is what was that Simply Red song? Fucking that was really big.
I know what you're talking about, but it wasn't Simply Red.
Well, who was it?
Are you talking about Don't You Forget About Me?
Yeah, Don't You Forget About Me.
That was Simple Minds.
Simple Minds, excuse me.
It was in the
I thought it
Breakfast
was
Club.
That's the song Don't You Forget About Me by Simple Minds that was in the Breakfast Club. That song was actually written for Billy Idol.
But he didn't want to do it.
But he didn't buy it. Yeah, he didn't want it. He thought
He
it was
did a
too
version
soft.
later.
He thought it was too soft.
Yeah.
Although later, in the 90s, he went and did a cover of it. And he did his
And
version.
it's good. I like it.
It's real good, yeah. And it was because back in those days, there was 6 or 7 really cool songwriters
Yeah.
that were selling songs to these bands. They knew the vibe of the time. And their songs got purchased by many of those bands. But it wasn't those bands that did it. And some of those guys sold to Duran Duran.
Yeah.
That's why Duran Duran was so good during those times. They didn't,
Although their early shit, they largely wrote their own shit.
Yeah.
But as they got bigger and they got like bigger producers and stuff like that,
yeah.
I think they still kind of sorta wrote their own songs, but I think they got massaged into.
All you gotta do is go listen to the fucking the demos of say,
there's
like
a
View
massive.
to a Kill.
There's a massive.
There's a huge difference. Huge
Well, the
difference.
thing, okay, well, View to a Kill, that's a different case because that was a James Bond theme.
Yeah.
And they have a very specific sound, a very specific vibe that they want with their James Bond themes, at that time. So it's like, we want to see what your idea for it is. Yeah, that's good, but it's like, let's do this other shit.
Yeah.
You know.
But the demo of all those songs
I do love their
is a
View to a
lot,
Kill, though.
is a
That's
lot
a
more
great song.
primitive.
Yeah.
And it ended up being now those same writers that wrote some of the hits that you know from the 80s would target a band and they would go like, man, I fucking love Duran Duran. I'm gonna write a Duran Duran song
Yeah.
and sell it
And
to them
see if they'll buy
and
it.
see if they'll buy it. And fucking they would sometimes.
Well, I mean, if they had the money and it's
Yeah.
like, wait, hey, one
Yeah,
less
yeah.
song we have to write,
Right. And, and it wasn't just the 80s. That goes back to Elvis.
Well, that's been going on in the
Yeah.
music industry forever. That's not just a new thing. That's been going on
Most of Elvis's really good songs he bought.
since they sold. Well,
Yeah.
Elvis's songs, a lot of them were covers of
Covers
blues
and shit,
songs and shit like that. Like, he didn't write those. Not
Elvis
not
Elvis-
disparaging. He was a singer. He was
Elvis
a performer.
was a singer and a performer.
He wasn't a
He wasn't a
songwriter.
songwriter. You're right.
No. Which, like I said, it's fine. It's,
And he bought a lot of his great songs.
And like I said, a lot of them were covers.
Yeah.
Also of like
Yeah.
older like blues songs and shit like that. Tigglytoot says Jen's gonna be cool as fuck when she's old enough to be on Medicare. And then she said probably too cool for Tom.
I don't know about that because we both can be cool. We're both in our 50s, man. We're both in our mid 50s now. Well, you're in your early 50s still.
I will be 53 in September.
Yeah.
Like so in a couple months.
And I'm 56.
I'll be 53.
Yeah.
Tigglytoot says, Precious says, I seen Urban Heat. They're okay, but not the bad seeds. Well, nobody's the bad seeds. But
You're talking about...
I really like Urban Heat,
Urban
though.
Heat is very talented
I really
especially for
like
today.
them.
Especially for now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're probably one of my favorite, like, new
Yeah.
bands.
Yeah, and they're very cool. What's that guy's name? Steve?
No, I can't remember what his name was. We
Thought his
looked
name
it up
was
before.
Yeah, I thought his name was Steve.
But yeah, we watched this, like, long interview with him, and, like,
Yeah,
we've seen,
very
like,
cool.
a lot of his... Yeah, he seems like a really cool dude.
Yeah.
So we did want to go see them, and, like, one big DJ that DJs around here in Orlando and Tampa, his name's
Yeah.
Rob, and he went to the show, and he sent a picture of himself
With him.
with the lead singer of Urban Heat. It's like, why didn't you guys come to this? Like, he was
Yeah,
all, because he
yeah,
knows
yeah.
how much we like them.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like, because I couldn't afford it, and it was
Yeah.
kind of far, but you know what I
Far.
mean. You know what I mean?
It's
I
the
did.
drive
I did
back.
want to go. That's
It's
yeah.
always the
It's
drive
not really
back.
the drive there.
It's always the drive
It's
back.
always the drive back when it's like
Yeah.
the middle of the night. You're kind of
Drunk.
inebriated and
Yeah.
tired.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, it's so far.
Yeah.
You know, and you don't want to pay for a hotel room. It's like it's a whole
Yeah.
thing.
We could get our people to fucking go with us on a fucking hotel room. Fucking
I mean, if everybody went in on
Dimitri
it,
and Jen.
because that's what we did when we went to Tampa for the Vampire Ball.
Yeah.
Dimitri at that time, I don't think he does anymore, but he used to work for what was that hotel chain?
Roundtree?
Roundtree? Something I don't know.
Something like
It was
that.
some like big hotel chain. And so he got us a room, like a double room, like for free.
Yeah.
That we could stay in. And it had like a kitchen and like a little kitchenette and a little dining room and everything.
Yeah, we had all 4 of us in there.
And there was like 2 beds.
Yeah.
Nothing that well, I'm gonna say nothing that untoward happened.
I put on a performance of the abdominal snowman back in those days.
But yeah, that was like super fun.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. Yeah, they were over there laughing. Me and Jim were fucking getting busy.
We were just like, we were fucking in the other bed, and they were just like looking
They were
at
laughing.
legs cracking up. Like, look at those two. Tiggly2 says, "What's the shittiest job you've ever had?"
Oh man, I had a bunch of shitty jobs.
I did too. Most of my jobs weren't that bad. Probably the shittiest job I had, I worked at a record town, which is now FYE, in a mall in Daytona Beach.
Worst job I had
Was a record store.
I
and
worked at a place
blew.
called Spring Engineering right outside of fucking Detroit. And I'd go down there and I'd fucking punch 2 fucking rivets inside of a fucking piece of metal. It looked like a metal shoehorn or something. And it was an interior car part for a fucking Ford car. And the company was a subcontractor for Ford. Boy, that fucking job sucked. I sit there and I put that thing inside that machine and put those 2 damn fucking rivets in it, hit the 2 buttons and it come down and press those 2 fucking rivets in there. I did that shit fucking all day, man. It was like 8 or 9 hours. I could do it. I think it was 8 hours. I could do it now. In my 50s. I'd have some headphones on. But man, back then it drove me fucking crazy. The money was pretty good though. That was how I fueled my fucking Detroit apartment. You know? Back in my Axel Foley days. Going to fucking St. Andrews Hall, the City Club, and all the Detroit clubs that they had down there. But man, I was fucking very isolated in those. This is before I joined the Army. I felt very lonely, very isolated. I was real young. It was when I got back from Brazil. You know, I was just trying to make it on my own. And I was working at Spring Engineering, fucking making car. It was the car interior parts for inside the car door. That's what I was making. And I made that same part for about fucking 4 months. It drove me fucking crazy.
I could see that.
And that's really what... Eventually, I was like, I gotta get the fuck out of here. Picked up all my shit, fucking packed it all into a bag. I didn't have a whole lot. Packed it in a couple suitcases and took a fucking bus down to Mississippi to fucking go to my dad's house. And then a few months later, fucking Gulf War broke out and I joined the Army. I was like, that's it. When that war started, I was like, that's it. I'm going to finally get my military career running. Because I always wanted to go into the military. But that was just like, I don't know. That fucking first Gulf War started and I was like, that's it. I'm going to fucking war. And I was only like 20 at that time. Glad I did that too, man. I would make a terrible civilian. I'm a terrible civilian today. I'm not a civilian. I'm not civilized. I'm militarized.
No, you're not.
I'm a savage.
I'm not. Honestly, one of the best things that ever happened to the world, at least from my perspective, is remote work.
Yeah.
Because holy crap, having
Jen's
to
a great
show
mercenary.
up
Yeah.
at a fucking job at an office every day and like deal with people. I'm not good at that. I've never been good at that.
I'm so glad that I pushed her into that too.
I've had jobs.
Yeah.
Some of them like quite like a long time. Like I worked at newspapers and shit like that like back in the day for a long time. And I actually quite liked that. I think I worked at a newspaper for years and years, but it was good because I worked on the night shift.
Yeah.
So I didn't have to like deal with people. It was only like 2 or 3 other people in the office. It was all quiet. It was fantastic. You just did your work. No one bothered you.
She lived her whole life.
It was great.
Punching clocks for fucking these companies. And I did for a while too until I became an independent salesman later on. Then went off into the fucking contracting world, fucking defense contracting, and fucking it's more living on the edge. And,
It is. It's scary.
And I said,
like
Jen,
in a lot of
fucking
ways.
stop working for them. You can't depend on them. And I said, you got clients. Just fucking milk that shit.
Well, I poached some clients from the print shop that I worked at. Because that print shop closed.
Right.
Because the dude that managed it was a drug addict that
Yeah.
kept stealing money out of the
I
till.
said, don't worry about it. I got you, man. We'll just do this show. And that's how this show started. Was actually a way of making money when she quit her job. This was fucking how long ago? 9 years ago?
Well, 2016,
Yeah.
I got laid off. I had worked at a print shop. I made okay money there. I was their sole graphic designer. It was a pain in the ass, but it wasn't that bad. I worked there for 3 years, and then they were owned by a parent company that sold like office equipment, like printers and shit like that.
Yeah.
And the print shop was just kind of like a side gig that they gave to their son, who was a fuck up.
Yeah.
He was just a drug addict. And honestly, he was hardly ever there, which was fine with me because he was a douchebag. And he stole money out of the cash register
Tried to get
every
my pants
day.
all the time.
I mean, he didn't really do that
Tried to.
because I would have punched him out if he did that. But yeah, he was just like not. I called him a douchebag to his face one day, and I was just kind of like, I was so
Sick of that shit. Yeah.
he didn't even do anything about it.
But I was just like,
I didn't think
he
would.
could. And
I was like,
just
you were such a fucking douchebag.
I was like, Jen, man, I got this nice place here. I got my money coming in because I'm retired, and I was like, you got your money coming in. You got these clients that we can do, and we'll start a fucking YouTube channel where we'll make money. And he's like, it's gonna be uncertain, but that's the way that game is.
Yeah,
we will fucking make it somehow, and we did.
Yeah, it's not bad.
That was
like,
9 years ago.
Yeah, it was 2016 we started that. We
yeah.
started the show.
How long ago was that?
2016, I said, yeah.
Yeah, when is that?
So like 9 years ago.
9 years ago.
Now the thing about it, like we don't get crazy. It's like we don't make much money from the show.
No.
I make about maybe
Most
two
of it's from her clients.
maybe $200 or $300 a month from the show.
Yeah.
That's about
That's
it.
about it.
But like
It's
if
fun,
that,
though.
like it goes. But I like doing it.
But you also got to throw in book revenue. That's
That
like
trick,
another.
yeah.
So it's more
That's
like
another few $100s.
Yeah, so more like adds up when you add up all the subsidiaries. It's probably closer to like.
I have
700.
several income streams.
It's like
which is why I'm pretty
yeah.
much always stressed out because I have like 5 things going at once. The main source of income is graphic design.
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
several clients. I have one really big client who I work almost full time for.
Yeah.
That's where I make most of my money. But I have like a bunch of other subsidiary clients, who pay me, several $100s a month.
Yeah.
So that kind of like, but like I said, it's all.
Yeah.
I try to do I have lots of things going on.
And I get a couple grand a month through VA and government stuff, and then I do some side shit too, and then I fucking do all the fucking groundwork here, which would normally that would be like another fucking $300, $400 a month if you had to hire people. So I'm my own groundskeeper because we got a damn fucking acre of land here.
Yeah, it's big. So he's got to we got the riding lawnmower.
Yeah, and I'm making money on real estate a little bit too because the value of the place has gone up. My credit's still real good. Jen's credit is iffy.
Yeah, it's not great. It's not
great.
terrible.
It's just maxed out.
But it's not great.
And then, but the show itself that you guys listen to, that's only maybe 1/4.
Not even.
Not even. Maybe 1/6 of the income. This is like a small amount. We can't really live off this. It's not enough. Now, if we were a big show, if we were like the size of Tim Pool, that bitch makes fucking hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. That millionaire ass.
But the thing about it is that
it's real hard for a show to be that big, especially this type of show.
Yeah, there's a lot of competition, and 2, if I had to do a show that was just, because I kind of feel like a lot of the shows that make a lot of money are rage bait on purpose or talking about shit I don't really want to talk about.
Politics and news
or
and commentary.
Shit like that. So it's like, that's just like having a job. It's like, why would you want to do that? It's not fun for me. Doing the shows is fun for me. Like, the fact that I get a couple $100s a month, that's just like a bonus.
Yeah.
If I had to do this to make all the money, so I had to keep track of how many people watch this show, and it's like, what subject can we do, like, to make everybody mad and get everybody to watch it? It's like, I wouldn't want to do it, because that's, like, really lame.
Then you got to put up with what you hate, too.
That's what I mean. It's like, I don't really have the bandwidth.
Yeah, the channels that make a lot of money also deal with a lot of bullshit.
Yeah, and it's like, I just don't have the patience anymore.
And they're always on the verge of fucking getting demonetized or getting fucking kicked off a platform. So this was more, and when we started this channel, we never really wanted it to be that big. We just wanted.
Yeah, I didn't care about making money off of it. Really,
we actually wanted a small audience of people that fucking were just like online friends. That's all we were looking at, and maybe we pumped some books because Jen had books. But we weren't really.
That was kind of how we looked at it from the start, because that was kind of my main thing at the time. Was I was writing all these books, and so he's like, well, maybe we should start a show and we could promote them.
She makes more from books than she does the shows a month.
Probably about the same.
Maybe about the same?
No, I don't know. Maybe.
Depends on the month, probably.
It depends on the month.
Yeah.
It's different from month
to month.
But it's similar. But like I said, it's not a lot.
Yeah. If she were to shut this book show down and just write books constantly, she'd probably have quite a bit more income because she'd have more books out there.
I do try to put books out, but like I said, they're...
It's been slow lately.
Well, they're time intensive. I did just put out Faceless Villain 2000, like a month or two
But
back.
do you have the audiobook version?
I haven't done the audiobook yet.
We got to get an audiobook.
I just don't have time. Okay. But I was,
because really we make more money off the audiobook.
Well, you get a bigger percentage.
You get a lot more,
from the audiobook. Yeah. I just haven't had time to do one yet. But the print and the ebook is out.
I got the microphone. I'll pop it out. We'll do the fucking studio.
I know.
Probably get it done in 2 days, huh? 2 or 3 days, probably.
It'd probably take me a couple days to record it, and then a couple days to edit it.
Okay.
And then usually once you upload it, it takes 48 to 72 hours.
Well, when you want to do it, I'll set it up here, and I'll feed you and make sure everything comes in time. And then you got your other job at the time you do it. But
I might have to do it over a weekend because it's like other than that.
All right.
Because like I said, usually during the week I have to be.
It's a what now?
It's a true crime.
Okay, that'll make money.
Well, like I said, remember how I did Faceless Villain, like the volumes?
Yeah.
I did a 4th volume that was all murders from the year 2000.
Yeah.
Because there were so many.
Right.
That I was like, well, I'm just gonna make this a book on its own.
That might be a good fucking another $30 a month right there, because they all fucking add on.
They do, yeah.
They all add on.
And I also
you have a shit ton of books out there. You can make a couple grand a month if you have enough of them out there.
Yeah, you just have to. It has to be volume.
Yeah.
Like I said, I also have board games and card games that I make. I also have on Amazon. I also made a couple of like, what do you call them? They're kind of like horror writing journals, but they have like prompts in them. Yeah. Like, hey, write a story about this, and then it has kind of illustrations in it, and like then it has room for you to like write a story in it. So like a couple of journals, I have a couple of those. I put those up every now and then when I have time, because I like doing those. But like I said, I have like a million different things going on.
Look, Victor's here. What's up, Victor? Hadn't seen you in a while.
He's been here in a while. Yeah, he said I remember when the show was on Saturday nights and we had 90-something viewers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just kind of like, I don't know. We tried different things. Tom suggested, so maybe we'd have more viewers if we did this, and maybe we. But the thing is, if it's not fun for me, if it's just going to be drudgery, I don't really want to do it. Like I said, I'm too old. I just want to kind of do stuff that's enjoyable for me. It's just kind of like when we do shows about serial killers and shit like that, like I'm into that. Like I love that kind of shit. When I do shows reviewing horror movies, I love that shit. So it's like it's not work. You know what I mean? Really. I mean it is, but it's not. It's still fun.
Yeah.
So
Nosferatu's asking me about my Axel Foley days. Fucking did I have a blue Chevy Nova? No, but I put a banana in a tailpipe.
Oh, I bet you would.
Man, I don't know what this is. I ain't gonna fall for no banana in the tailpipe. Fucking Eddie Murphy, man. I gotta see fucking Beverly Hills Cop 4 again.
It was alright. It wasn't as funny as the other ones, but it was.
It didn't have that fucking small, independent film feel to it. It was a little too. I don't know. It was okay though. It was better than 3.
That's true.
Yeah,
I will give
3,
it that. Tickly2 says, do you have a website? I want to look at your stuff. I have, A couple websites. I have one that's just jennyashford.com. That kind of has. I don't remember if I've updated it recently. I probably should. But
She's on Amazon.
But I have an Amazon author page.
Yeah,
All my books are linked on there.
Yeah.
I have a bunch of blogs. I have a true crime one where I post like a different unsolved murder like every day.
Yeah.
I have that. I have a blog called scaresalon.com, which is
But she's just looking
horror
for
movie reviews, horror book reviews.
She's just looking for your
like
books,
that.
though. Her books are on Amazon. Just look
Yeah,
at
if
Jenny
you go on Amazon, just
Jenny
look up
Ashford.
Jenny Ashford, and it's like I have a whole ass author page.
Yeah.
I don't remember the last time I updated
She wrote
it.
so many books under her old name like that. I told her, don't change your name.
Well, yeah, because we got married, and it's like I
got
legally changed my last name to
Her name
Ross.
is Jenny Ross. Is her name.
But I was like, man, I wrote so many books under that name.
Yeah, no, just let it ride.
That I was just kind of like, I'm just gonna leave it.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to have to
For
change
marketing
it
purposes.
For
you make that
marketing
shit.
purposes.
Yeah.
But it's like legally, my last name is Ross now.
Yeah, all of her mail comes. It says Jenny Ross. So who's that? I was like, oh yeah.
You forgot?
No, I'm just fucking.
You
with
forgot.
I'm just fucking. With
I was talking. It was
No,
funny.
I just see that shit and I'm going like Jenny Ross. Yeah.
It was funny because I was talking to our friend Dawn. He's one of the girls that I've been
Been making that one.
that I've been trying to
Yeah.
But
Dawn's cool.
she's awesome. I
Dawn's
love her.
cool. Yeah.
So
Dawn's got a tummy tuck. She's fucking her fucking waist.
she's
is
so
like,
skinny. She looks so good.
Yeah, she's our age. She's
She's
like
our
50
age,
something.
yeah.
She's like, damn.
She's fantastic.
And she's like that, you know. She came here and worked out a couple times, but now she's working out. She works for the fire department.
She showed us the scar and everything
Yeah.
like that, and I was just kind of like,
She works for the
"Man."
fire department.
I was like, your stomach is so flat.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
That's awesome. Like it looks so
Stomach
good.
is flat as fuck.
Well, I mean, she wasn't big to start with.
No,
she's a pretty
but
small.
She had a tummy tuck. She said she's gonna get
girl.
some implants next. She says, I'm gonna get some big ass titties. She says, yeah, do them. We'll use them on people.
It's funny
She's trying to
because
find her a man.
well, we saw her. I remember seeing her. She's been coming to like Ibar/Barbarella like for a long time, and I always kind of saw her, and I'm like, she seems cool, but it's like you
she
know,
can dance.
well, before I met you, it's like I'm not gonna go up to some random ass person and talk to them because it's like, why the fuck would they want to talk to me? Like I don't do that kind of stuff. I'm very introverted, and like I said, I don't think anybody wants to talk to me. But we kept seeing her. She would come to the new Barbarella, and she was like a really good dancer, and she would go out and dance by herself. She did not give a single fuck, and she always danced like really good shit. Because like sometimes early in the night, like sometimes he plays like kind of weird shit, but sometimes he'll play like really really good shit like early before anybody gets there. And I'm just like, why is he playing this now? God damn it. But she'll go out there and dance like all by herself. And I'm like, who the fuck is that chick? And so Tom being Tom, is like, who the fuck are you? Like, he didn't say it like that, but you know what I mean. So we got to know her, and it's like, she's fucking awesome. I love her. And it's just kind of like, so she's become kind of one of our, you know, closer friends, like, recently. And so I was talking to her last week, because she sort of peripherally, because she went to Ibar back in the day, she didn't know us, but she saw the drama going on because she saw me go to Ibar with my ex-husband, which I used to, and then she saw the whole thing with like me and Tom hanging out and like that whole situation. So she kind of knew from the outside like what was going on, because when I told her about it, she's like, yeah, like we all kind of saw that was going on. So I thought that was kind of funny. But I was telling her last week, I was like, you know, we'd been together for like a really long time. And I said, do you want to know like how he, like, because we finally got married, and I was just like, you want to know how that happened? It's like, I remember we were literally sitting in Books A Million at the mall across from the Chinese buffet. Because I think we just ate the Chinese buffet.
We're gonna go back to the Chinese buffet. Actually.
I know we've been there a while.
Yeah.
And we were because there's a mall across the street.
Yeah.
Or it's not even across the street. It's in the, because the Chinese buffet is
We'll
like in
see
the
a
parking
movie,
lot.
Maybe we'll see Superman or something.
I've heard that's good. We might
Supposed to be pretty good, yeah.
But so, and we would eat in there, and then sometimes we'd go to Books A Million and just like hang out and have a coffee and just like sit in the cafe and talk or whatever. And so we were doing that one day, and I said, and he just out of the blue said, I don't even remember like what led up to it, but you were just kind of like, you know, maybe we should get married. I thought you were kidding.
No. I said we should go ahead and get married.
I thought you were kidding.
No. You want to get married? He says, yeah.
I think I started crying because I was like...
Did you? All right.
A little bit.
I had asked you before, though. You just thought I was joking.
I did think you were joking. Well, because I heard you say, like, a lot of times that you didn't really want to. Because, like, I've been married before. It didn't really work out, blah, blah, blah. Like, yeah, I was married before, too, and that also didn't work out. But that doesn't mean...
But years had gone by.
True.
During that time. And I said, we should go ahead and get married. And you were like, yeah, I ain't get married.
I thought you were
And I was like, all right.
Because I thought you were kidding.
Yeah. And then, like, about a year
If I thought you were serious, I would have been like...
I was like, we should go ahead and get
I
married.
thought you were fucking with me.
I said, we should go ahead and get married. Well, we had been together for fucking 13 fucking years, 12 years.
Yeah, it's like, I'm not going anyplace.
Something bad. Well, see, what happened was I was thinking, man, if something bad happens to me, fucking, she's not taken care of. If I fucking wipe out on this bike and get killed, you know what I mean?
I worry about that every fucking time you go out.
Nah, don't worry about it.
I know, but it's like, it could happen. You've been in a wreck before.
Yeah, bunch of them. But I don't ride as fucking aggressively as I used to.
I hope you don't.
Nah.
But I always worry, like, every time you go out.
I'm good.
Every time he goes to, like, fucking Oasis or something like that, I'm like, please be careful. Please,
I'm
come back.
I'm nice and chilled.
So it's like every time I hear the motorcycle engine, like, coming back into the garage, I'm just like, thank God.
I'm not going on a sport ride where I'm going, like, trying to max shit out like I was. I know what the bike does. I know what I can do. I just ride it like you drive a car. You know.
That's good.
That's what I'm doing.
I don't want you doing crazy shit.
Oh man.
Like
what about you, man? I'm getting hungry.
Don't fucking die on me.
I'm getting hungry, bitch.
Don't call me bitch.
I ain't so bad.
You cut?
We're gonna get something to eat. I'm gonna get something to eat.
I mean, we probably will.
Yeah.
Somebody's saying, let's see. Oh, Grampter says, yeah, Victor Garcia, that was during COVID when I found this site. Good times.
Yeah. COVID.
Yeah.
COVID brought to this.
I think a lot of people did because they were just like finding shit to watch, you know what I mean?
We made a lot of money during COVID. Remember
well,
that?
Like I said,
we used to get a shit ton of. There were times when we'd do a live stream and get like a couple $100 worth of fucking super chats.
Well, because people were stuck at home and they just wanted some like entertainment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I remember when we first started doing live streams, people were like amazed. They're like, "This is what you guys look like." Yeah, this is what we look like.
I was like, "What'd you think we looked like?"
Wow, yeah, all kinds of money come. They didn't know what we looked like.
I get it though, because like I said,
yeah, we're photogenic, bitches. We're photogenic.
But I have listened to like some. Yeah. Sometimes I'll listen to some shows and I don't know what the person looks like.
Then you see him and you go,
and then you see him and it's like, it's never what I expected.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is, like, if you ask me, well, what did you expect him to look like? I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
But I was like, well, not that. You know what I mean? I'm not real good at like, I guess, matching voices to faces.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like I said, I know my voice sounded different back then, but I don't know. I don't know what people expected us to look like. I'm gonna be kind of curious to know.
Jen's voice is gonna soften up over the next fucking 6 months. You guys are gonna see.
We'll see. Like I said, I don't mind. I think you think that I'm more upset about my voice.
Yeah.
Than I am.
The thing is,
I just comment on it because other people comment on it, which I think is kind of funny.
When you hear it recorded, it does sound rough. That's not the way it sounds in real life.
I sound like a broad.
Yeah, I looked at it and go, like, yeah, she does sound like a broad.
There's nothing wrong. There's nothing
wrong. She sounds like a broad, man.
A broad, Mae West was a broad. We just did a show about her, and she was awesome as fuck. So,
but
I'm not bothered.
I've heard both ways, and some of the people that are freaking out, like, oh man, her voice, man, she sounds like a dude. Yeah, over the recordings, it does sound pretty deep and pretty rough, but that's not actually how she sounds in person. Because I can tell the difference. It has something to do with this microphone.
Well, people's recorded voices don't sound exactly the same as they sound in real life.
She sounds pretty normal.
Yeah.
Fucking when we mentioned it to some friends of ours about it, they were like, "Oh, we didn't notice." They don't notice because she doesn't actually sound that way, fucking in person.
Like I said, one person noticed, but that was because she had watched
forever
our show, and she watched an old one, and she's like, "Oh, your voice sounds a lot different, like on the old show."
Yeah,
so she had been listening to a recorded thing, and that's why she commented on it to me.
But time had passed. You had gotten older. You had also been working out for a long time. You were on gear, and it just you don't really have that bunny rabbit voice anymore. That neotenous bunny rabbit. You sound like a leopard now.
And honestly, I never thought I had a super girly voice, even back in the day. Maybe I did, but it didn't sound like that to me. I always thought my voice sounded, even before I started taking all the stuff and working out and stuff, I thought my voice sounded kind of nasally. I didn't think it sounded very feminine.
I think it kind of did.
Did it?
But the thing is though, look,
I didn't think so.
I'm kind of a hyper masculine dude. I mean, a man can stand next to me, and from my point of view, I see him as feminine. So, so I think it's so fucking funny, man. You have these guys that'll fucking make comments on girls that I'm fucking looking at in the fitness scene that, oh, she's way too muscular. Oh my God, it's like a man.
Oh no,
and then I
she
go
can
look
kick
at the
my
dude,
ass
and then I go look at the
important.
dude, and he's a fat fuck.
Yeah,
he's a fat fuck. You know what I mean?
The fact that
I'm going like, what the fuck are you talking about?
here's the
man?
thing, the fact that a dude would even comment that, they're telling on themselves.
Yeah, you like telling on yourself, and I'm like going like,
It's like,
and I look at him
obviously
and I
you're
go
just
on,
some
like-
fucking blob
and I'm like, yeah,
that doesn't work out.
Yeah,
and it's like,
yeah, compared to you,
you're just
yeah.
sad that she could kick your ass.
Yeah, compared to you.
That's all it is.
Compared to you, yeah, she's
That's
a man.
all it is.
Okay, she's a man compared to you.
That's kind of what I think every
fucking-
time. I don't get it much anymore, but every time somebody comments that, I'm just kind of like,
Yeah.
oh, are you sad because I could kick
Yeah.
your ass?
Yeah.
Sorry.
The thing is that you and I've noticed this. I've had some fucking dudes say some sideways shit, even on this show. You know what I mean? Talking about my arms and shit. Oh, he likes his arm. I don't fucking look at my own arms. I don't give a. I don't think of it that way. It's just normal to me. You are looking at my arms because you don't have arms like this, but you don't have a dick like this either. I got that shit on fucking video also. So it's not like I'm better than you, or I'm walking around thinking that I'm better, or I'm some kind of supremacist. I'm just superior to you. That's all it is.
Well,
it's not my fault.
The thing that's funny to
My arms are bigger than you. My dick's bigger than you.
the thing that's funny to me
It ain't
is
my
that,
fault. It's your
like I
fault.
said, 99% of people, if they saw somebody comment that on
Yeah.
someone's video, they would know. Oh,
They would
well,
know what's happening.
well, no, they would say, well, that person is
It's
obviously
fucking right. Right.
like some blob with a small
Yeah,
dick. Because
right.
why would they feel the need to comment
Yeah.
otherwise?
Yeah.
They're just hating.
Yeah.
Like, so you're just telling on
You're
yourself.
telling on yourself.
You're just making yourself look pathetic
Right.
is all that you're doing.
Go into the gym, fucking work out, reach your potential, fucking cheat. Don't fucking play by the rules. I'm a fucking soldier. In the U.S. Army infantry, we cheated. We killed dudes when they were asleep. We called in fucking artillery fire on motherfuckers and blew them up. Burned down whole fucking cities and Fallujah and shit of men, women, children. It's cheating. If you're not cheating, then you're not playing. Because there is no playing by the rules. Okay? If you got to take fucking hormones or do whatever, and fucking lifting weights is cheating. Eating fucking protein is cheating. Everything is cheating. Girls putting on makeup is cheating.
I mean, technically.
Getting titty implants is
Shaving
cheating.
their armpits is cheating.
Shaving
Or
your
shaving
armpit,
their bush
wiping
is
your
cheating.
ass is cheating. Everything is cheating.
With
You
anything
should
other than a pine cone.
Maximize the cheating. Maximize cheating. Because there's no rules. Okay? The rules are only in your mind.
Yeah, I don't really get
There aren't
that
any
mindset.
rules. Okay?
I don't get that mindset.
If you fucking teeth fall out and you're got gums and shit, don't put any false teeth in there. Fuck shit, that's cheating. You know.
Yeah, just go around like
Just
that.
go around without your gums. Let everybody fucking
and then
know.
complain
Right,
about
yeah,
how
yeah,
nobody
exactly,
thinks you're pretty.
Everything is cheating.
Yeah.
You need to fucking become at one with that. All right. If you're not cheating, then you're not playing.
It's not even cheating.
Because there's no cheating. Because there's no rules.
No.
The only rules are the rules that somebody told you existed, and that motherfucker's a bitch. Whoever told you was the rules. If anybody told you there were rules, that's a beta. Because there are no rules.
They're just mad that you look better.
Yeah,
than them.
there are no
That's
rules. So,
all. They're just mad.
what was I getting at?
I don't really know. Did you forget?
Yeah, I forgot what I was talking about.
That's awesome.
It
Well,
happens sometimes.
I know.
I was just saying that there aren't any rules, and if you think there are rules, then you're being deluded.
Well,
There
like I
aren't
said,
any.
one of the best things about getting older is
Yeah.
that you really, I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
Nothing.
Some whiner that you don't even know is going to complain about it.
Right.
who cares?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They don't know anything. They don't know you. So it's
Right.
just kind of like, why?
Okay.
Why would you care?
Here's another thing that came up today. Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. He came out publicly that he's having heart problems with some kind of fucking. He's got plaque buildup in one of the fucking arteries going to his heart. Yeah. And I'm listening to a whole fucking show of him, and they never once mentioned steroid. Everybody else is mentioning steroids. Oh, steroids did to that. But you got to look at it this way. The Rock's my age. He's in his 50s. He's in his mid-50s. Fat boys that have never touched any steroids have that same problem.
They do.
Okay. Anybody could have that same problem. Now, The Rock has done a shit ton of fucking gear, and he's worked out a lot. Did that have something to do with his fucking heart problem? Yeah, probably. But he would have had that heart problem too if he done nothing and been a fat fuck.
And been fat, yeah.
He'd have had that same problem. What happens is that if you take anabolic steroids, you're going to end up eating a bunch of high protein diet working out. When you're on those steroids, your body does not process fat like other people's. You're going to eat a bunch of fat, and instead of the fat going into rolls around your belly, it's going to end up in your bloodstream, and it's going to go through your liver. And if it's in your bloodstream, you're going to have high cholesterol. So your cholesterol profiles are fucking high when you're on steroids, because your body isn't storing fat. It's just pushing it through. And over time, he did 30 years of gear. From a young man, he was
Which
doing
is
this.
a long time.
That's a long time. And he did
Probably not great to start when you're young.
And he was doing a lot. That motherfucker's 6 foot something. 6 foot 100. All right. 6 foot 30. That's what he is. He's fucking tall.
6'11".
6 foot 11. So that's a lot of frame to fill out. All right. And it takes longer for those bigger guys. So yeah, his arteries started to clog up but had he been eating the same and doing nothing, that probably would have happened.
It would have happened.
Would have happened anyway.
Well, the thing about it is that your body does not care. If you have a big body, whether it's muscles or fat, your body doesn't really care.
No. It's still
the heart
size.
can only pump so much.
The heart can only pump so much through so much stuff.
And
if you're big and you have a lot of muscle on you, your heart's under more strain actually because there's all those fucking blood vessels going through it.
Well, and it's denser.
It's denser than fat. So if you weigh 260 pounds of pure muscle, that's much worse on your heart, or harder on your heart than 260 pounds of fat.
Which is crazy, but it's true.
But it's both kind of risking.
I mean, neither of them are good.
Neither of them are that good.
Obviously.
You don't really want to go much over 230 pounds, no matter what you weigh or what you're big, because the human heart is only so big. But The Rock, he's good. He won't die. He won't even get that much smaller. The same thing happened to Arnold. Arnold had that same problem. They'll just put him on some kind of statins, and maybe they might go in there and fucking clear out some plaque or something. And he's old. You're gonna have problems like that at that age.
Yeah, I mean,
you're not built to live forever. Still, The Rock, he's hell of a man. Hell of a man. Good looking man. Good shape. He'll get through it. Same thing happened to fucking who's the guy that fucking got small? Batista.
Dave Bautista.
Yeah, Batista. I like Batista. Nice guy. He got fucking small. Probably for the same reason. Something like a lot of plaque buildup in his veins. He didn't have hardly any fat on him. That fat had to go somewhere.
Plus you need some fat.
Because you're eating fat. So it went through his fucking blood and his kidneys and got fucking built up a little bit. But he's got a new movie out. It looks fucking great. And he's smaller now. Okay, he's not as big as he was. But he looks great in that movie. And he's fucking doing cool shit. Same thing. He's my age. Maybe a year younger, maybe. But it's a post-apocalyptic movie based on a comic book where he's... after the fall of civilization, he's being hired as a mercenary to go collect the great pieces of art and cultural relics of the past. So they've hired him to go rescue the Mona Lisa. And it's in the clutches of a bunch of warlords. It looked really good, man. It looked really good.
Like I said, I like a good art heist movie.
It's kind of like an art heist movie in a post-apocalyptic world based on a comic book. And he's got to be a good 40 pounds lighter. But he still looks good on screen. Arnold looked great on screen after he lost a bunch of weight, like in fucking Predator. He'd lost a bunch of weight. He was even looking good in True Lies. And his weight was down quite a bit. So just because they have these problems doesn't mean it's the end. Both of those guys are old. You're going to have problems when you get old, no matter what your condition is. Even if you're in good condition, you're going to have some kind of problem.
You can try to alleviate a lot of stuff, but obviously shit's going to happen.
Yeah, it's not like congestive heart failure or anything like that. Which we got a friend that just came down with congestive heart failure.
Yeah, just saw that today.
My age. But he's lived a totally sedentary life. Just no activity. And when you get that one, my dad had that one. You're not long for this world.
That's sad though.
Yeah, and he's my age. Sitting around eating.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, I love to eat. I'm not saying that.
I love to eat too. I'd love to just sit around and eat, but you can't. You can't.
You can't.
No.
Sadly.
Right.
Fullman on Nosferatu says when we were talking about getting married, we've been engaged for almost 11 years.
Who?
Fullman on Nosferatu.
Okay, yeah.
But she's been married once, and her ex was such a nightmare that she's still not ready. So basically a very long engagement. I kind of feel like that's... I don't know if that is kind of what happened with us, but...
We weren't that gun shy.
Not really. Like, I wasn't averse. Because, like I said, my first marriage was not terrible. Like, he wasn't abusive or anything like that. He was a good guy.
Mine wasn't either.
Yeah, it was just kind of like... Okay, we just kind of drifted apart. It wasn't, like, traumatic or nothing.
Yeah.
So, I was open to it. I feel like you were less open to it, but I was like, well, so we just hung out, and it just happened that it took that long for you to say something. Like I said, the first time you said something about it, I thought you were kidding.
What's that?
The first time you said something about it, I thought you were kidding. Yeah. So I think
Precious brings up Steve Reeves. Steve Reeves is probably one of the best men of all times. Yeah. The king of aesthetics. Which that aesthetics is the straight man's version of saying motherfucking gorgeous. Steve Reeves was fucking gorgeous. He was a good looking man.
Yeah, he was.
And from everything I can tell, he was natural. Because he looked kind of like that when he was young, in a time where you couldn't get anabolic steroids. So I believe Steve Reeves was natural. But he was 1 in a million. That was pure genetics. And
yeah, every now and then, like, somebody comes along that
it was just 1 in a million. They have girls out there that are 1 of a million. You know, fucking Virginia Bell. Okay. Hot as shit. Big old fucking titties and ass. She's a dancer back in the 50s. There's no way she didn't have implants or anything. There's no hormones. That was all normal. She didn't even work out.
She just looked like
She just looked fucking great. She was 1 in a million genetics. They have people like that. They're called phenoms. They are phenomenal. Yeah. Phenoms.
As in phenomenon.
Yeah, phenomenon. So, but you can't count on that. You're a you, and I'm a me. We're not that.
And most people are just
Most people are not that. You're right, yeah.
Precious says, I wish they take selfies when they first wake up in the morning instead of with all this filter.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to see a picture of me when I first wake up in the morning. Seriously, my hair is sticking up everywhere.
Yeah. Jen takes awesome photos, though.
I don't look that
when
bad.
She's doing the photo shoots, some of your photos that you use for covers on videos are not that good, but fucking, I've seen you take some fucking photos. When Jen's fucking got the photo ring going on and she's fucking doing her fucking erotic photos and shit, man, I'll show you non-nudes of her that she just fucking looks great. It all depends on camera angle and lighting.
That's a big part of it, honestly.
Camera angle and lighting. And costuming.
Yeah.
How the wig looks or how your makeup looks and what glasses you have on. That kind of shit.
I don't know where my other glasses went. I must have left them in the car.
Yeah. But Jen can take great photos under really controlled fucking... When she's got that selfie ring on and her phone takes fucking really good pictures. Because it's HD. And she doesn't use any beauty filters.
I tend to not.
Yeah.
Honestly, the ones that I posted on. I didn't post them on like social media, but I put them up on ManyVids or whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything to those.
No, they just look good.
But I just picked out, like, I took like 1,000, so it's like I just picked out the several dozen that looked good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I don't do anything to them. Like, the only thing that I would do is I might up the contrast slightly, but that's like all. I don't put filters on them.
And it's colored lighting and all kinds of stuff that helps. Yeah.
Because I'm too lazy.
Full Metal
I'm too lazy to like fucking fuck with a photo too much. If the photo is not good, like to start with, I just like throw it out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if it's good and it's something I can work with, it's like, well, maybe I could just up the contrast on that and it would look better. But that's literally all I would do is up the contrast.
He was talking about the trailer looked great. I'm not sure which trailer he's talking. He must be talking about the trailer from the Batista flick.
Maybe.
I guess that's what he's talking about. We don't see your comments until minutes later because there's a lag.
Well, yeah, and it's like
if you do make a comment, please make sure there's enough context so we know what it is you're talking about.
Yeah, because sometimes it's like 5 minutes later.
Sometimes
and
it's like 5 minutes later.
I don't remember. Especially the drunker we get.
There's a 40-second delay, really, on the transmission. So we won't see it until at least probably 2 or 3 minutes later. So we've moved on by then.
Smokeside says, my grandpa had a minor stroke earlier last weekend. He lost random bits of memory, long and short term, but he regained all of his memories. It wasn't a brain or heart thing, just a random stroke. And honestly, it could kind of happen to anybody. Like I said, we've known several people that got cancer or brain tumors and stuff like that in their 30s. In one case, in her late 20s. Yeah. My uncle also got a brain tumor when he was 34 and died from it. So, you know, it's not always the life choices that you make. Like, sometimes you just get dealt a bad fucking genetic hand, and there's nothing anybody can do about it.
Randy's just talking about, what did she say about she's going to have to be in a deficit to lose some weight, or she'll blow up?
I'm the same.
Yeah. I had to kind of maintain good diets for both me and Jen, because we will, left to our own devices.
Oh, I will eat all of it.
Me and Jen will eat.
I will eat all of it.
Yeah, we'll eat. But a lot of the shit.
But I can't eat all of it.
We take gear. We take hormones. Depends on how much or how little. Depends on what the season or the cycle is. But we'll also take clenbuterol, which is very good for weight loss. I got a new one coming called T3, which has been around for a long time.
We'll see how that works out.
It's supposedly, according to Grok, T3 is more aggressive than clenbuterol.
I mean, I'm not optimistic because nothing fucking works on me, but we'll see.
Yeah, Jen is resistant to any kind of drug.
I can't help it, bro. It's just like, my body's like, we're not going to do anything.
I've lost a lot.
Yeah, you've lost a lot of weight on that.
Clenbuterol.
Like I said, look how skinny you look from the side.
Yeah.
I wish I lost that much weight.
Yeah. But I've only got another, 3 pounds to go.
Yeah, like...
And my six-pack will look fucking great. But the T3 is coming in. I'm in my 50s, mid-50s, so it's real hard to lose weight naturally. T3 is a drug that causes your thyroid to have a good response to eating food. So you'll produce more insulin to combat or to combat fucking weight gain and initiate weight loss. So that's what T3 does, and it's supposed to be real good. I'm gonna use Clen and T3. I only have a few pounds to lose, like maybe 3, and I'll be at the statistics of a male fitness model. So yeah, that's how hot I am, bitches. I'll be a male fitness model in about 3 pounds of fat loss.
Yeah, well, it's easier for dudes to lose weight. That's always been the case. So,
that's for under natural situations.
Women's bodies just want to hang on to fat for whatever fucking reason.
Well,
even though I can't have babies
you're
anymore.
not natural.
Well, I know that.
I'm not natural either. We're talking about actually, this is where it's diet, exercise, and drugs.
The only thing, like I said, when I was in my late 30s, and I'd kind of gotten heavier, and I was just kind of like, I'm just going to get all this weight off. And I basically starved myself
Yeah.
for like 5 months.
Which isn't good.
It's not great, but that was the only thing that worked. I was working out too. I was exercising too. But I had been doing that before, and it wasn't doing anything. Like, I wasn't losing any weight. So I said, you know what? I'm just going to stop eating. Right. I didn't stop eating completely, but I went way under 1,000 calories a day, which is, they tell you not to do that. But that was the only thing that worked. The only thing.
I've been athletic my whole life. I was a combat soldier, U.S. Army Infantry, Airborne Infantry, fucking security contractor. I did all kinds of shit. And my conditioning was always good. I never got fat. But a lot of civilians, they look at movies and they look at these people, and that's kind of like they see these fucking hot women and these fucking jacked dudes, and they like how that looks. They'd like to look that way. You can look that way, but those people are not natural. None of them.
And that's a lot of work too. Like, not just drugs, it's a lot of work.
Yeah, they're working out, but they're also taking hormones.
Working out, taking hormones, and possibly surgery.
And surgery sometimes, yeah. They're getting implants, they're getting fucking BBLs, they're getting fucking fucking tummy tucks. They're doing all kinds of shit. If you're never really overweight, you can do it just through drugs, training, and hormones. All right? And that's just the game. You can't do it naturally, not beyond the age of 35.
No, it just gets harder and harder.
No, after 35, you're not producing enough hormones to make much positive changes in your body. You can make negative changes easy. Just continue.
Yeah, your body's just like, we just want to turn into a big blob. Let's go.
It's easy to make that change. The other change, nah, it ain't gonna happen. And it ain't gonna happen no matter what your diet or your workout is. It'll get a little bit better. But it won't be.
It doesn't. Like I said, the only thing that made me lose weight was like basically not eating.
Starvation.
Hardly anything.
Drugs. Working out.
Yeah.
She's got fantastic legs, and she's getting a really good booty on her. That was working out, weight training, and she was weight training under the effects of nandrolone.
I weight trained
an anabolic steroid.
Yeah.
So it's and everybody in show business does this. And that's why one of the things that, we've been doing this, since we've been doing this on the show, I've been very open about what we're doing. And that's really the new style for today. When I was a kid, I had no idea that Arnold Schwarzenegger did steroids.
They all denied it.
They were all denied it.
Which is hilarious.
It is like, no, they did a shit ton of steroids.
Of course they did. They just didn't want to tell anybody.
Yeah,
no, I just look like this natural. I just wake up looking natural. Like this. Fuck that. No, they don't.
The reason why
no, they don't.
The reason why they did that is the reason why they lied is because if you tell people I did steroids, they think, oh, then it's easy. All you gotta do is just shoot up some steroids.
Yeah, I get it. But No, you can't just do that.
No.
There's no easy fix.
There isn't. It's not easy. You're taking steroids and you're working out like a fucking madman.
Yeah, you have to do that too.
And you're gaining a lot of weight per year like a fucking madman, and you're eating a shit ton of protein. It's still hard. You'll never do that naturally. And then they got a whole subculture, almost like a cult going on right now in fucking on YouTube of what they call natties. And these are guys that are trying to do the shit naturally. You can get some progress, but not much.
It's much, much harder.
Yeah, and it'll probably never happen. And it depends on your age. And when you're like me, which I'm an enhanced athlete, I listen to them, and it sounds a lot like flat-chested girls bitching about girls that have implants, and they're sitting there with a bunch of fucking vacuum pumps trying to suck their titties into being bigger. It ain't gonna happen. Just go get the fucking implants. All right.
I mean, that's really all that's gonna.
Yeah, if you got little titties, go get you some fucking boobs. Go buy you.
I mean, if you want big boobs, you have to do that.
Have to do something.
It's not gonna work. You can't do it.
You're not gonna be able to take these pills and fucking suck on your titties and get big. It's not gonna. It's just that's not how reality works.
I mean, some dudes like little titties. That's okay, but
But no, girls, you have these A-cup girls hating
titties,
on these fucking double H or fucking triple G.
If you want big titties,
titty girls, they go that.
Now, I will note. I had, when I was much heavier, I had big titties naturally.
Yeah, Jen always had big boobs, yeah.
But when I lost about 100 pounds from
Yeah.
starving, a lot of weight came out of the titties.
Yeah.
Went from a double D cup probably to like a B cup.
Yeah.
They didn't look terrible, but I didn't love it. So, you know, so I just went and got them like re-fluffed.
Yeah, you just put some implants in them and they go right
That's
back.
all.
Yeah.
Like, so they looked the way they looked before when I was fat, except, you know, when I wasn't fat.
Yeah. Yeah, and it was an easy transition. Next day, she was out going to work. She didn't even need pain medication.
Nah. Like I said, I
'Cause
think
she
I
had
took
big
one or
boobs.
two of those.
She had big boobs before.
Like I said, it kind of hurt, but I was like, eh.
Yeah.
Like I said, my period was worse. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. Smugside says, what advice would you give for someone like me at 28,
Here.
having not so good health
Yeah.
and anxiety that comes with it? Health problems are new to me, and I just worry about things getting worse as I age. The sad thing about it is that shit will get worse as you age. So, I mean, you're young still, so, like, nip it in the bud, is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Honestly, I didn't really get my shit together until I was, like, in my late 30s. Like, I wasn't... Like, I was heavy in my teens. I lost a bunch of weight in my 20s, just from playing soccer and stuff like that. But then I gained weight back again, and then I lost about 100 pounds in my 30s again.
Yeah.
After I got divorced. But it's just kind of like, you really have to get on top of it. It's not fun. It's work. There's no easy fix. There's just not.
Yeah, and I've dealt with a bunch of dudes that I've known personally, just face to face. Like one of them, Scott. And he saw how I changed in pretty rapidly in just a few years. He told his doctor, "I want to look like this dude." So
Yeah,
they
I
put
think
him on-
Scott showed his doctor pictures of you.
Yeah, Scott showed his doctor pictures of me, and it was an Oriental chick,
Which is so funny.
Chinese chick. She's like, "Oh,
Well,
all right. Yeah."
I don't know what to tell you, man.
Yeah. So she put him on testosterone and gave him some Clomid pills. And that motherfucker got
He
night
looked
and day
better
difference.
for a little while. He looked
night and
better
day
for a
difference.
while.
All of a sudden, he looked taller. He looked slimmer. He looked a lot more alpha. And he was like, and he was working out. He had,
It was a noticeable difference.
it was noticeable. He had a trainer and everything. He had a personal trainer where he's doing weights and everything. And I was just like, this motherfucker's gonna become a fucking stud. He keeps at it. 4 months later, he reverted back to the way he was. I said, what the hell happened, man? Fucking, why don't you go to the gym? You're not taking me shit. No, I felt better, and I just said, fuck it.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? And a lot of fucking dudes do not have the discipline to stay with anything long term.
Because you have to do it forever.
I've been doing this for fucking 6 years
And
now.
like I said, here's the thing, and I get it because
Yeah.
I also hate it. I hate
Yeah.
it. I hate working out.
Yeah.
I hate it. I will probably always hate it. But it's just kind of like, I was telling Dawn this last weekend. I said, it's just like brushing your teeth or wiping your ass or like whatever. It's
Brushing
like,
your hair.
it's like shit you have to do
Yeah.
just to maintain.
Yeah.
You don't like it.
Yeah.
You don't base your whole identity around it. Nothing like that. But it's just like, it's something you have to do to maintain, and you just have to do it. It's like whether you like it or not, which I don't. But, you know.
I love it.
Yeah, you like it. I
love
don't.
shooting myself up with fucking testosterone and fucking doing shit and then going and working out and fucking love being in training. I love it. It's for life.
But you have to do it,
You
like,
have to
forever.
Do it. It's for life.
Like I said, I don't like it either, but
Yeah.
you just have to. You just have to.
It's a different, and then you will have. Okay, if you look at me now, go back and look at the old shows. You can even look at the fucking time, the times. You know what year that shit happened in. I've been doing this for about 6 years. Most of what I've gained, I gained in about an 18-month period. But by 18 months, I was like 70% of what I have. So you can fucking actually get pretty well built in a short period of time, but not by natural means. You're on hormones, especially when you're older. You're on hormones and you're lifting weight. And then as the years go on, you become more defined. Things will get bigger, better shaped, more conditioning, you know. because I'm increasing the weight. I'm getting stronger. So even though I'm getting older, I'm getting stronger. That's not normal. Old men don't get stronger as they age. Old men get weaker as they age. If you're injected testosterone, you'll get stronger. I have my testosterone count in my body is 3 times that of a 20-year-old. And 20-year-olds make maximum testosterone. All right? So 3 times what a man has. So this is not natural. It's the same thing, but I'm going to live a long time. I'll live a long time. I'll probably live longer than a fat fuck.
You better.
I'll live a long time.
Don't die on me.
Biotechnology is a reality. Okay? I've done all the research. People say, oh, well, your heart, this and that. No, fuck you. You don't know the statistics. They got dudes in their 70s that look fucking gorgeous compared to me, all right? And those dudes are not in bad condition. They will live into their 80s, possibly 90s. Jack LaLanne lived into his 90s. That motherfucker was gorgeous for most of the time. Although he wasn't on testosterone, he was way back in the days before they really knew what the fuck they were doing. He was taking Anavar, which is kind of like testosterone. It's DHT.
I took that for a while.
Yeah.
I think that was what made my voice change.
Yeah. No, I think Winstrol did it.
Oh, Winstrol did it?
I think it was Winstrol.
I wasn't sure.
Which, yeah. So, we're living longer through biotechnology. The human being is not really supposed to die at 75 or 80. And 75, I think, is the average life expectancy, 76, 77 for an American male. I've been listening to scientists, and they say there's no reason, looking at telomeres, there's no reason why a person shouldn't live to be about 140. 140. Think about that. Shit. And it could be that as the generations and the technology get better and the knowledge gets better, you might start seeing that. But it's not going to be by natural means. It's going to be people using hormone supplementation or hormone replacement, which that's what I do, and training, a proper diet. All right, with weight training and cardiovascular training. Now, some people look at things just on pure longevity. If you starve yourself, you might live to be 100. They say fucking like minimizing fucking calories.
Yeah, calorie restriction.
You can live a long time
on that.
But the quality of their life isn't very good.
Yeah, it's like I like food.
And they're
I don't want to live like 30, 40 years of my life being like, man, I sure wish I could eat that, but I can't.
Yeah, and they're skinny and they look like shit. So I really wouldn't recommend that. I would rather trade that life off. I would trade a couple decades for better quality of life, to where you live to 80 and you look gorgeous the whole way.
Well, and you want to be able to like enjoy yourself.
Because you got to enjoy it. You got to be strong enough. And I've tracked out what happens to dudes like me. There's no convalescence. They never really end up weak old men and walkers and old folks. They never end that way. They live into their 70s, possibly 80s. They're jacked the whole time. They die. But when they die strong.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Just something happened to them, and one day they just fucking died. Some kind of heart problem or cancer gets them, and 18 months later they're dead. Something like that. Which that's a better way to go than to just linger for fucking a decade in some fucking convalescent home where you where you're mindless. You're a mindless zombie, basically.
I'd rather just die.
Yeah, fuck all that. Okay. So if you're gonna live to 140, you better be good looking. You better be fucking strong and the ability to take care of yourself and to fucking go get groceries.
Yeah, I still want to be able to like walk around and do stuff.
Right. And you don't want to look like shit.
I don't want somebody to have to like wipe my butt or nothing.
Right.
Jesus Christ, that's
so
horrible.
You got to look at it that way. So I was always I was willing to trade lifespan for quality of life. I made that decision back in 1990 when I decided to go to the first war, which is the first Gulf War. I decided to go to that bitch to join the fucking U.S. Army Airborne Infantry to go to Iraq. All right. So I knew that, hey, I might get killed, but you know what? Fuck it. You're young and fucking you want to have fun. So everything after my service in the military, I figure is like bonus time.
But you didn't really have much to lose back then.
Didn't have anything to lose. Now you got more to lose, but the thing is that you still, the only thing I could lose is I'm not taking care of you. You know what I mean? That's it.
Yeah.
You and Pookie. You know
And
what I mean?
baby.
All the other shit is materialistic. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, I don't really care about
Yeah.
that. I don't really care
Right.
about cars or houses or nothing like that. It's like
I got our training. I
just want you and the cats around.
Yeah, I got our training program worked out. Me and you will live a long time.
I hope so. As long as nobody gets hit by a bus or nothing like that.
As long as nothing goes, some kind of weird shit goes on. We both got good genes on our family. Your mom's still fucking alive and fucking in good shape. You know what I mean? The only thing that happened to your mom was that accident.
She was in a
car accident.
real bad car accident.
But your mom still looks young and acts young, and you know, and my mom's still alive, and all her older sisters are alive. My mother's side of the family, on my mother's side, is proof that evil never dies. Okay, because them bitches are fucking immortal.
They're old.
They're immortal.
My mom's mom just died last year, and she was in her 90s.
Yeah.
And she had a minor stroke, but other than that, she was still pretty. She had all her mental faculties. She kept her shit together over the years.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? Her husband died a while back, but her second husband.
What's everybody saying?
Let me see. Hold on.
We're going to get something to eat here in a
They're
minute.
talking about, well, hold on a second. Film Wonder Nosferatu says, Tom, I've been doing yoga for 6 years.
Yeah.
The important thing my chiropractor pointed out to me is that the best part of yoga is that I really enjoy doing it.
Yeah.
I need to get into that. I've been wanting to get into yoga.
Yeah, Jen would be good with yoga. I really want to get Jen into a dance class.
I would like to do that too.
I would like to. You do yoga, dance, and the dance. I'd like you to do
because I would enjoy that.
I would love for you to do pole dancing because it requires strength, grace, and that shit would. And stripper dance would look so good at the club. It does.
Well, I don't want to be too try hard. You know what I mean?
Well, remember that time I was dancing on a pole and that stripper came up and fucking danced on the pole after me? So yeah, that's a real stripper right there.
Because the axe
Yeah.
trap where
Yeah.
Barbarella is now
Used to be an old strip club.
used to be
Yeah.
the Booby Trap,
Yeah.
a very infamous strip club in Orlando. The building is not there
Wasn't
anymore. They
infamous.
tore
It
it
was
down.
just famous.
No, I mean it was
Yeah.
pretty infamous. Well, you could see. Well, the building had like concrete titties on the top.
Yeah, but it wasn't bad.
You could see it from I-4.
Yeah.
I remember seeing it as a kid.
Yeah.
I like that they kind of homaged it though. They
Yeah.
still have the stripper pole and a little neon thing that says Booby Trap, like just in the corner, so you can do
Yeah.
like photo shoots or whatever. But it's like, you know, I think that's pretty funny. Let me see. Oh, they're talking about Smoke saying, for me, I have to watch an episode of a TV show while I'm working out. 40-minute workout, 40-minute episode of a show. I can finish the whole set. Yeah, it's like I have to have something to like distract me.
Yeah, Nosferatu was talking about the Bautista movie. Did it look good? Yeah, it looks good.
Okay.
I think it looks pretty good. Yeah.
Riandez also says, I'm short, LOL. Yeah, me too. I'm only like 5'3".
Yeah.
So I'm pretty short also.
Who's short?
Riandez.
Okay, yeah.
I'm also short. I was gonna say, I don't think Tammy's here, but I think she was the one because her and her son were talking about how big of fans of Farscape they were.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Farscape's great, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
If Tammy is here, or if you're watching this later, we just watched because, like I said, Amazon Prime has the first 3 seasons for free. And then you have to pay for the 4th season, which was the last one, and that's like $18. But by that point, we were so invested, I was just kind of like, oh my God, we got to watch this. What's going to happen? So it's just like, and then somebody told me what I said about it. Because this show's fucking old, right? It's like, it ends on a cliffhanger. And so we watched like the last, was it last night?
CB said it.
Was it last night?
Yeah.
And we watched like the last episode of it. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, oh my God, they did not end it like that. Oh no. And I was like so upset. And then I remembered, and Tom remembered, it's like, no, they had a movie. And I was like, yeah, but was that a prequel or something like that? But thank God, Amazon also had the movie. It's a 2-part movie, and it picks up from where, and I was like, okay. So they kind of like wrapped everything up. So it wasn't as terrible as, because holy shit, I was like, is this the last episode? And then it went to some other, I was like, no.
I think.
Oh, I was so upset.
I think what happened is that they ended season 4 on a cliffhanger, hoping to get season 5, but they didn't get season 5. Instead, They've got 2 episodes.
Like,
to
don't
wrap, 2
spoil
more.
it, because
Yeah.
Smugside says, "Oh, I was watching Farscape last year,
Yeah.
but I haven't finished season 1 yet. It's
man.
great.
Oh,
It's
you gotta
so
see
good.
It gets
I
better.
can't. Okay, so this is what happened.
Farscape is fucking awesome. It's better than Star Trek.
Like, this show, it's old. Like I said, it started in 1999. It ran through 2003, and then the movie came out in 2004.
Yeah.
And I was just kind of like, I used to see, back in the day, because I used to tape MST3K on the Sci-Fi Channel back then. So I always used to tape it, and I always watch the tape, and I would see the commercials for Farscape. And I was just kind of like, yeah, it looks kind of cool. But it's like, I wasn't a sci-fi girly. So it's just, I was like, yeah, it's probably pretty good. But I never really thought about it. And then, like, when we saw that it was on Amazon Prime, Tom was like, man, I saw some episodes down. Those are really good.
Yeah.
And I was just kind of like,
awesome.
yeah, okay. I'm willing to give it a shot.
No, we got hooked on that.
And then we got totally into it. I got totally into it.
Yeah.
We watched, like, all through, like, over the last couple weeks, we've been watching it every single night.
Yeah, it's free on Amazon.
Like, the first 3
Amazon Prime.
seasons.
Yeah.
The first 3 seasons. You got to pay for the 4th season, which is the last one.
But by then you're
But
gonna
by
wanna-
then, you're going to want to see it.
And it's not much. It's not much.
Because you're like, I think it was $17.99
Yeah.
for the whole 4th season.
I want to buy them all on fucking Blu-ray.
Holy crap. I was like, why didn't I watch this back in the old days? It's so good. It's so good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the Jim Henson. It's Brian Henson, Jim Henson's son.
Excellent writing.
So all of the puppetry and all the costumes and everything like that are fucking amazing. Like, they didn't cheap out on
it's
anything.
goth as fuck.
The writing is hilarious. Like,
yeah.
all the characters, it's super funny, and it's just like, so you just get like super invested in it.
Yeah.
And it's like, why the fuck didn't I watch this back in the day? Like, we got super into it.
Yeah.
So we watched part 1 of the movie, which is called The Peacekeeper Wars.
Yeah.
We haven't watched
part 2.
We haven't watched the second part.
And they're
yet.
trying, evidently.
Because the end of season 4, like the last episode, I was like, no! I was like, they did not fucking end it like that. I was so upset.
For the past couple of years, they're trying to bring Farscape back, but there's licensing issues that they got to get over, and they want to do like a Netflix series. That'd be fucking so awesome. Look, y'all. I don't know if if you're new to the show. I fucking love sci-fi. Jen's more into horror. I like sci-fi.
I like sci-fi too, but I'm more a horror
I'm
person.
big into fucking Star Trek. I've watched all the Star Treks.
I like the original Star Trek.
I like them all.
I love the original Star Trek.
I actually like fucking Star Trek Enterprise, which a lot of people fucking hate that one. I liked Enterprise too.
I liked that too. When
The
you
new
showed it.
Enterprise, the new Star Trek, I really haven't watched. I heard I'll maybe see it when it's free. I've heard bad things about it, but we'll see. They say Brave New World is pretty, or Strange New Worlds is supposed to be pretty good.
Yeah, I saw that. I think that's free on Amazon actually.
It's free now. Yeah, I wouldn't
Some
mind
of it
seeing
is.
that. I heard that's pretty good.
It looked okay from the trailer.
But Star Trek Discovery, I think is what it's called. STD, Star Trek STD.
STD.
Yeah, they call it. They knew that people would call it STD too. They say it's not that good. And I like Star Wars, and I love Star Wars, and I fucking like all the old Logan's Run. I like the Logan's Run.
Yeah, I like
Run.
all that shit too.
One of the ones I really fucking loved though was the Dino De Laurentiis. I love fucking Dune. The Dino De Laurentiis Dune, the new Dune.
The David
big
Lynch
into that
Dune?
shit. I love the Dino De Laurentiis fucking Flash Gordon.
Oh, the Flash Gordon. Yeah.
I loved it
That was super fun.
because it had sex in it.
Yeah.
It was sexy and it was fucking funny.
Yeah.
And it had drugs in it. It was subversive.
Which I think
sci-fi.
why you probably like Farscape too.
And that's what I was gonna say. When I started getting into Farscape past couple of days, I was like, this is everything I fucking love.
It's like
About-
Star Trek and Flash Gordon
And Flash Gordon
combined.
Because
Because like I said, they don't have to stick to the strictures of because Star Trek it's Federation, they're
in
all
a service.
military series.
Yeah, they're in a
but
service.
like Farscape, they were all
They're
escaped
criminals. Yeah.
So it's like I mean, they weren't bad people. They just like got
But they
it
didn't
was
have any
circumstances.
They didn't have any rules.
But there was a lot wider shit you could get into.
Anything could
A
happen.
lot of sex in it.
Yeah,
A lot of
sex.
drugs in it.
Yeah, sex, drugs, mind control, fucking torture, fucking mental fucking problems, sideways gangster shit going on. It's imagine if the story was actually about Han Solo. More like that.
Yeah, they're all kind of like more...
They're more
mercenary type characters.
Yeah, wilder.
Because they're all different species.
Yeah.
On the ship, all different aliens.
Interspecies relationships.
And they all kind of sort of hate each other, but kind of like each other at the same time.
And then they fuck each other.
Yeah, and all kind of crazy shit ensues.
So, and it's really, if you boil it down to it, it's very much like Flash Gordon. And we're going to do a whole review on it when we're done.
We probably should.
We're gonna do
like I said, we finished season 4. Yeah. I was super offended because I was like, oh my god, they didn't fucking end it like that.
Yeah.
I was so upset. But then I remembered, Tammy said, there's a movie.
Yeah.
Amazon has that too. It's free. And it's 2 parts. And I guess they did that a year later because everyone, probably like me, I was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You can't end it like that. Come on.
Yeah. And
so they had another movie that wrapped it up.
The basic premise is very similar to Flash Gordon. It's a human male who ends up wrapped up with a bunch of aliens in outer space.
Yeah.
And he's kind of backwards compared to them. But then he proves his value. That's pretty much the same.
It's so fun.
And it's also got the sex element.
Yeah.
Okay. Not only is John Crichton cool, he becomes cool. He becomes cool over time. Because he's also hot. He's hot, all right? And he's surrounded by hot alien females who try to fuck him. And some do fuck him.
Sure.
And then he's got this awesome fucking alien bro. Dargo. Ka Dargo is his name. And he's kind of like Worf and Chewbacca mixed together.
Kind of.
So it's a kind of a male fantasy. I'm going into space. I got this big ass fucking warrior bro he's cool and shit, and we're surrounded by these women. Yeah. And then we're getting all this fucking trouble.
Yeah.
And all the laws
everywhere they go,
and the laws after us. Yeah. And it's kind of a testament to where the male fantasy concept is very appealing to women. Jen loves the show, and a lot of women love the show because it does have romance in it and cheating and fucking,
but not in a cheesy,
not a bad
Lifetime movie kind of way, which I don't like that either.
It's an adventure. And you have different kinds of alien women. You got some of them that are real disciplined and fucking kick ass. You know, like Erin. Erin's basically a space Nazi. She's fucking brought up as a female soldier and real disciplined fucking racial supremacist in space and shit.
Yeah, she kind of softens over time.
But she changes and that, you know. And then you got fucking Ciarra, who's a slut. Just a total fucking slut. But she's got
total unrepentant. Yeah.
But she got strikes too. She can fucking go on a mission and seduce somebody to steal some
information.
Shit, fucking get information. She's like a sex operative. But
everyone's just kind of like, yeah, we're slut. But it's like they don't like shame her for it.
Yeah, no, they're not slut shaming. They're just like, oh, you know.
That's just how she does.
That's how she is. And she was a wild one. She was basically a fucking miscreant. She was a criminal where she came from. They were going to reprogram her.
Yeah, because she's too slutty. She was with the resistance.
She was with the resistance movement.
On the planet that she came from.
Yeah.
So she ran away.
Yeah, and then they had some holy chick. She's a fucking human plant. And she's played by a famous Australian actress who was in a couple of that one in Road Warrior.
Yeah.
You know, pretty woman.
And she was like a priestess.
Yeah, she plays a priestess.
Type.
So there's all these different kind of female archetypes in the movies. Older, wise women. Hot young women who disobey, soldier women. And so what's weird is it's a male fantasy movie, but there's a lot of female role models in it.
Well, I think all of the characters work really well together.
Yeah.
Because everyone is morally gray.
Yeah.
Which makes them a lot more interesting.
Yeah, it's better than Star Trek. I like this actually better than Star Trek.
Well, because like I said, there's a lot more wiggle room.
Yeah.
Because none of these people are in service or anything. They're just like trying to get away from...
They're civilians, yeah.
The authorities that are trying to capture them for different reasons. So it's just kind of like, so that opens up a lot more possibilities. They're all good people or aliens, but they'll do some questionable shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then they fuck each other over every now and then. They can't really trust each other.
They do. So I like that aspect too, where it's like, especially Rigel,
Yeah.
who is a Hynarian.
Yeah.
And he's this little, they call him a slug a lot. He's like this little bitty.
In a floating throne.
Like I said, it's a Jim Henson thing, so he's basically like a puppet, but he's like on this little throne that floats around. And that dude...
He was an emperor, a king from where he came from.
Yeah, he was like a...
He got deposed by his cousin. He was a dominar.
Where he came from. And
he got deposed by his cousin.
By his cousin.
Yeah.
And so he's trying to get back home
to reclaim
his... And he had 1 billion subjects and all this.
Yeah.
So he's like very much...
Yeah.
Like this royalist.
Yeah, and he's intelligent, but you can't trust him. He's a little weasel. But he's lovable, though. Everybody loves him.
That's right. He's a piece of shit. He's a horrible person.
But he's funny.
But he's super funny.
And he can't stop eating. He fucking loves eating.
He loves to eat. Also, he farts helium.
Farts helium, so when he farts around you, your fucking
everybody's
voices go up. Just funny shit, you know.
It's so fucking funny.
And, and in a pinch, he fucking rises to the occasion and saves you. But like I said, I saved you.
You can't trust him entirely.
No.
Because he's like really...
He's a hoe.
He's very self-aggrandizing also. Yeah. But the thing about it, I like that the show also addresses like the day-to-day drudgery of like being in space, like on this fucking ship. Like what would happen if everybody got the shits?
Yeah.
What would happen if, you know what I mean?
Well,
it's like...
they also... buy fucked up food from aliens and they go, man, this shit it's just crackers. This is all we got. We got crackers. We got to live on crackers.
I like that they do that kind of like mundane, like this is what it would be like in real life if you lived on a ship in space.
And the ship is a biomechanoid ship, like something out of fucking
like it's
alien.
alive.
It's a living ship.
It's alive.
Yeah, and it's got a pilot that is also alive that's joined with it, that talks with it. And it's just called Pilot. And that's a character, too.
And that's also, like, a really big puppet. Like I said, it's the Jim Henson Studios. Yeah. Brian Henson, like, directed a lot of this stuff. So, like, all of the puppetry and everything like that is, like, amazing looking. Which, like I said, I wish I'd watched this back in the day. Because it's, like,
punished
really,
for being too hot. Well, she was hot, but she was punished because she wasn't obedient. She was being... And they were going to reprogram her.
Well, her race... The species is called Nabari.
Yeah.
And their whole thing was that they thought they could make everybody, like, everything peaceful by, like, mind controlling everybody.
Yeah.
And if you didn't go along with that, then you were going to have a bad time.
Yeah.
And her brother and, like, some other people, there was, like, a whole resistance, as there would be, against that. They didn't want to be mind controlled. And so she got in trouble for that, so she, like, tried to escape. But the cool thing about her character is that she is just, like, super slutty, and, like, everyone's fine with it. Because they're just kind of like,
yeah,
that's just how she do. You know what I mean? I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
It's almost like I said, it's almost like her superpower, because she uses that to everyone's advantage sometimes. Because she'll use it to get information and stuff like that, like a fucking spy. But I think it's kind of funny that that's just kind of like...
Yeah, that's her. That's Ciarra. Yeah.
They had an episode where they all... Because obviously the main character, the human, is from Earth.
Yeah.
And they had a couple episodes where he found a wormhole and he got back to Earth and he took them to Earth. And that was pretty fucking hilarious. Like, when they all fucking went back to Earth. Because they had no idea, like, what was going on. And it was, like, super funny. And she immediately just, like, ran out and was just like, I'm just going to fuck everything that moves by. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I was like, well, that's just what she does.
Yeah, you got to fuck her. You got to watch her. She'll try to fuck everybody.
But like I said,
and she'll go after underage dudes, too.
Well, there was a whole plot line where she was hooking up with Dargo. Like, and that was a different species. And they had a whole thing going on.
Yeah.
And then Dargo... his wife had been murdered, and then his son got taken away. And he later found out that his son was being sold into slavery, like, on this planet. So there was this whole, like, 2 or 3 part plot line where they were like, we have to go to the slave auction and, like, buy him or whatever, rescue him.
His son, yeah.
And so they bring the son onto the ship, and it's just kind of like, oh, it's this big reunion. He's, like, so happy about it. But then, spoiler alert, after not too long, Chiana also starts fucking the son. the son.
Yeah.
And then he finds out about it, and he's not real happy about it.
Yeah.
So
she was fucking
she was
the
fucking
dad
him.
and the son.
And then when the son showed up, she's like, man, I'll fuck this too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, she was a hoe.
And he was mad.
Yeah.
But after a while, he was just kind of like, eh.
Yeah. But
That's how she
we don't want to ruin
did.
it, though. We're going to do a whole show on this shit. We're going to do a whole review on the series soon.
It's so good. Like, all the characters are good.
Yeah.
All of them are
we're going to
good.
show on... And,
Like I said, I got really, really invested.
Yeah. I recommend the series just wholeheartedly. So does Jen.
It's so fun.
It's free on Amazon Prime.
The first three seasons
The first three
are free.
seasons. The
The
fourth
fourth one is not free. You got to pay for it.
But then the last two in the movie, that's free too.
Which is called Farscape: The Peacekeeper Wars.
The Peacekeeper War,
which is a movie, but it's like 2 parts.
2-part.
That
movie.
is free on Amazon.
That's free also.
But the 4th season is not. Yeah. You got to pay for that.
But it's really good sci-fi, really good. One of my favorite series. And I
can't believe I didn't watch it back in the day.
Now after that, we're gonna see Lex.
Yeah, somebody mentioned that earlier, and Tammy mentioned that to us
Lex.
because she's a big fan of Farscape. Also, she's like, her and her son used to watch it all the time.
Yeah,
she's like, oh, you guys need to watch Lex. Yeah. Amazon Prime has Lex also.
Yeah,
so we're planning on watching that next, like after Farscape. And all we have left of Farscape is the second part of the movie.
Peacekeeper Wars. Yeah,
we've seen all of it. We watched the first part of the movie like last night.
And
we
they're
were
trying to bring this series back. So it might be back in a year or so.
But like I said, that was a long time ago, so it's like they're not going to have the same actors, so it's not going to be quite the same.
Yeah. But they might have some of the same actors.
Yeah.
One good thing I would say about it is that the show ran for 4 or 5 years and nobody got fat. If anything, they got fucking better looking.
They did.
And what tends to happen a lot of times, you get these actors and you give them a fucking steady job, they get comfortable, they start eating like crazy, they gain a bunch of weight. That shit would happen on Star Trek too. Like Riker got fat. All right.
Riker got fat.
It's because he started living good. Fucking Kirk started to get a little bit fat because he was fucking spending all the time in a fucking restaurant, fucking chasing tail and shit. No, they if anything,
like his character.
If anything, fucking Crichton actually got more muscular. He was working out, and Erin got hotter, actually, as she went.
I like what they did with her hair in the later seasons.
Erin got some beautiful hair, just beautiful black hair. But no,
prior to she was a soldier, so she always had her hair like very severe, and it was like very pulled back in a ponytail, like out of the way. But in the last, like in the 4th season, they let her have her hair down, and it looked a lot better.
Yeah, and this is
because she just kind of like chilled out, you know.
This is '90s fucking television.
It was early 2000s. It started in 1999.
Late '90s, early 2000s,
and then it ran
off the Sci-Fi Channel. I remember it, Sci-Fi Channel.
I remember the commercials for sure.
And see, they didn't fuck around back then. Everybody was hot. Everybody's hot in this. I mean, you do have some ugly motherfuckers, but even some of the ugly motherfuckers are hot. They have some alien dinosaur chicks and dudes that look jacked and shit, and the women are these weird, sexy lizard chicks.
Yeah, because they're all different species.
Yeah, they're all these different species, you know. So
and like I said, the makeup and the puppetry
it looks great.
Really good.
It looks great. Yeah,
like I said, it's Jim Henson Studios.
Yeah, a lot of real.
They didn't cheap out.
A lot of real good practical effects, and it's just a sexy series. Fucking, and I prefer it to Star Trek. I'll put it on top of Star Trek.
I said, it's a lot funnier than Star Trek. It's funny. Yeah. Like, it's not a comedy, but there's a lot of humor in it.
Yeah, well, fucking fucked up shit happens. And it's not...
There's a lot of sex in it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of swearing in it. Yeah. There's a lot of...
And it doesn't even make a premise of realism or science. They don't give... This is fantasy.
Yeah, no, they don't give a
They don't even... They don't care. They go, they can shoot out a fucking heat ray out of their hand. They're not going to explain it. Why not? This is what they do. It's kind of comic bookish.
Just roll with it.
But it's just a fucking, we can transfer a soul from one person to the next. And they're not going to explain it. They just do it. Or somebody can put something in your head and they're constantly fucking with you. Now you see him in your head. They've got really good villains. You know, fucking...
Honestly, I'm going to say Scorpius.
Scorpius is a really good villain. Right.
He's a really good villain / almost kind of hero.
He kind of, yeah.
Sort of.
Yeah, and there's like a bondage element. Everybody looks like they're in this bondage gear, fucking black, fucking PVC looking shit.
Yeah.
Fucking, they're like some out of some kind of fucking fetish fucking.
They
porn
did
movie.
get a lot of costumes from like,
Yeah,
fetish shops
real
and
real
stuff.
good shit. And there's
You
they're
can
wearing
tell their
fucking
boots and stuff.
They're wearing some stuff that I recognize. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, they're wearing fucking New Rock boots and fucking U.S. military stuff that was modified. This is good shit. It's a fucking great series. I love it. My favorite sci-fi series at this
I
point.
just wish I had watched it back in the day. Although I don't know if I would have appreciated it as much.
Because there was so much good shit in those
Back
at that
then.
time. You would have just gonna. The writing is really good. Yeah.
But watching it now, I'm just like, why didn't I watch this back in the old days?
Yeah.
Like, I missed out.
Yeah. It's
know what
almost
I mean?
kind of more relevant now. You're like, yeah.
It
yeah.
doesn't seem to have aged at all.
No,
But maybe that's just me.
Yeah.
Tanya Marie says, I think you, Jen, are really pretty. Thank you. I also want to know what lipstick you use because it lasts.
That's Vamp.
Oh, no, it's not.
It's not
It's Maybelline Matte Ink
Okay.
is what it's called. Matte Ink.
All right. Somebody asked me
it's like
earlier.
$8 a tube.
Somebody asked me earlier on a fucking.
I love
comment
that
what
shit.
was.
It never comes off.
I thought it was Vamp.
No,
Okay. All
it
right.
never comes off.
Yeah.
It's not super expensive. Like I said, it's about $7-8 a tube. I get it on Amazon, and I don't remember what color it is. Like I don't remember what number it is, but it just goes on with a little.
It's gonna be some kind of dark red.
Yeah, but I don't. But it's the reason I like this one and why I keep getting it is because it stays on forever.
Yeah.
And it doesn't dry your lips out because I have a problem with that. Like if I don't have lipstick on, I always have to put Vaseline on my lips because they dry out. But it doesn't dry your lips out, but it stays on forever. Let's see. Klaus is telling us nobody said hi to Tanya. Well, everyone's talking to Tanya.
Who?
I just talked to Tanya just now.
Okay.
She was asking me about the lipstick color. They were talking about Gene Roddenberry. Precious said, I met Gene Roddenberry in 1978. He was very gracious. That's awesome. Holy crap. Gene Roddenberry. I love the original Star Trek. Like some of the other, I watched Enterprise with you. I've seen some of the other ones. Like they're good. I like them. Like I said, I'm more a horror girly than a sci-fi girly. I like sci-fi girl. I like sci-fi. But I'm more a horror person. But the original Star Trek, I fucking love. I could watch that. I've watched the whole series through like several times. Enterprise is good too. Some of the other ones are good too. None of them are as good as the original, but they're all pretty good. It's just that, like I said, I think when you said about Farscape, I was just kind of like, man, it's like sci-fi and I'm like more a horror person. But if I get into something like that, like I can get into something like that, you know?
Yeah.
It just takes me a while. That's all. Because a lot of times I'll think, it's probably not for me. But then when I start watching it, I'm like, oh, maybe this is for me. You know what I mean? It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing.
Well, Jen, it's 11. Let's go ahead and shut it down.
All right. I
We
guess
can
we're
get
going
some
to
food,
shut it
get something to
down
eat.
this evening. Go get something to eat.
Yeah.
Tom's getting fussy.
I'm getting fussy.
I always say that because I want you to say it. Because it makes me laugh when you
Probably
say it.
Monday, the review that we will do is probably going to be Farscape.
Do you want to do the whole Farscape?
Because
Okay.
we'll be done with it.
Well, yeah,
It's
because
just-
we only have the second part of the movie.
Yeah. So we're going to do
And we can watch that at some point.
We're going to give you a
Either
lowdown.
that or if you said you might want to go see the new Superman movie.
Maybe. We'll
But
see.
we'll see. I don't know. I don't know
We'll
if that's
see
gonna
what the
happen.
deal is, because if I see the Superman movies, because I also want to eat the Chinese food down there. Fuck, we haven't been to the Chinese buffet.
I was gonna say.
I'll eat the fuck out of that Chinese.
Well, we'll
buffet.
see how. Well, because okay.
Yeah.
So, like I said, tomorrow, which is Saturday, we're gonna have to leave much earlier than we normally would
Yeah.
because we're going to see A Starry Night in that
Yeah.
show. The doors open at 7
Right.
p.m. So we're gonna have to leave several hours earlier than we
And
normally
see if
would.
we're gonna see the Superman, that'll probably be on Sunday,
It probably would be.
and we'll see how we feel on Sunday.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Like, because a lot of times we sleep till
We can
noon
either-
or
we can either
1
do
on
We
Sunday.
can either do Superman or we'll
And then we wake up and we're like,
Yeah.
do we want to go anywhere? No.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, we're not going to the club on Saturday night. We're going to a show.
Yeah.
But we're still going to
But
drink.
the show is a club. In a
We're
way.
still going to drink.
Yeah.
Randa says, I'll have to binge Farscape. You probably
Oh,
should.
you'll love that
Like
shit.
I said,
Yeah.
I didn't think I thought it's like, yeah, this will be a lark or whatever, but I ended up getting super super invested like in all the characters. Like I said, the third season ended, and then he's like, oh well, it's $18 like to buy the fourth one. Buy it. Oh my god, I have to see what happens. And then like at the end of the fourth season, I'm not going to spoil it for anybody or anything like that, but I was like, fuck. I was really upset. And then, like I said, I remembered Tammy was like, well, they made a movie like a year later. And I was just kind of like, please tell me that it's not a prequel or some bullshit like that. Please tell me they wrapped this shit up, because they can't fucking end it like that. I was like, I will be bummed out forever. So they did. They wrapped it up. But like I said, I haven't seen the second part yet, so I don't know what happens. So I don't know. But like I said, Monday we might just review the whole series. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Or we might go see Superman. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen this weekend. We'll find out. But anyway, thank you very much for hanging out with us this evening. Thank you very much for your super chats. And we'll be back on Monday night to do a movie review or a series review. We'll see what happens over the weekend. But yeah, have a good weekend, you guys. And we will see you guys again on Monday night.